Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth. Say, Pioneer's back, Rob.
Pioneer's back, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. Rob is right. We are playing Pioneer for the first time in, I don't know, like a year and a half.
Yeah, I know. Way to spoil the show intro there, Rob. You know, I mean, we like to do that. You know, like we like to say what the show is to start.
That's our job.
Yeah.
Well, you should have done it better.
God, I guess. Should have been faster. So, yeah. Ross screwing up, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
That's also my job.
Yes.
I got to make you look good somehow.
That's the only way.
It took me a while to figure that out, but now we're here.
Now we're complimenting each other well. I get it. Yeah, when you just know you have to make me look better, otherwise the show fails. It's big brain stuff. But yeah, Pioneer's looking really sweet. A lot of different decks, and now that people are actually caring about it, from week to week, you're seeing new decks instead of the same, like, I wouldn't say stale, because, like, there was nobody changing anything, so of course it's going to be Phoenix, of course it's going to be, you know, Jund Sacrifice was all around for a while, but, like, even that is not that good of a deck, and I think there's plenty of other things that could beat it, and now we're kind of seeing that. You don't see that deck in a top 8 that often anymore, when not many people are playing it. It was always there because it was just nobody wanted to innovate.
Yeah, I don't know what made the community collectively decide to start playing Pioneer again.
Yeah, it just seemed random. Yeah, same. Like I've been having a blast with it, and you know, as content creators, we're not really going to play formats that people just don't watch or read articles. You know, like. But now people are actually caring about it, and I'm here for it, because I'll even say it. Right now, just at this current point in time, I've been having more fun playing Pioneer than Modern. Gasps. I know. I just, I played a lot of Shadow in this time frame.
And I think the Pioneer metagame has been interesting and dynamic for months, even when it, even now that people are starting to explore it, it's still retaining, its, dynamic nature where things are changing week to week and new decks are being discovered and explored and tuned. And, the old guard is still there, but it's not as dominant as it would be in an underexplored metagame.
Yep, totally agree. Totally agree.
That's really what we're doing today. We're going to show you 3 of the top decks. That's going to be the decks that I'm playing. Corey's going to be playing 3 sort of up-and-coming decks. These are decks that have some, results, especially recently, but don't have the same pedigree as the decks on my side. And we're just going to see kind of which side comes out on top and try to figure out exactly where the Pioneer metagame is going. Because right now, that's anybody's guess. Yeah,
and Ross, always tries to make me look better. We give him the better deck so that the matches are close, so your viewing pleasure. So, if it's just 3 blowouts, if I'm just giving the good decks, that's not fun for you. We're caring about you here, so yeah. Yeah, you didn't have to listen to that part. That was for them. That was for the people inside the camera.
So we're good.
Perfect. Well, you destroyed me. You swept me. So far in 2022, we've only had sweeps. Yeah. Only Ben Karate Kidding sweep the leggings.
We're doing a lot of winter cleaning.
Absolutely.
Trying to get a head start on spring.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go first. I suppose we should say what decks we're playing, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm playing Yorion, and honestly, I hate this deck for one reason, just because I always butcher the name of the card. Enigmatic Incarnation.
Enigmatic.
Yeah, it's a tongue. I don't know why. That word just doesn't function in my brain.
It's a weird word.
Yeah. But
would you say the word is an enigma?
It is, yeah. I'm not incarnated for it here to read it, but it's also a Fires of Invention deck, and it is trying to turn your enchantments into creatures. That's the whole thing. It's kind of like Birthing Pod. 2-mana enchantment goes to a 3-mana creature. There's a lot of synergies and combos built in, as well as just the Fires Yorion trick, where you can like play Fires on 4, turn 5, buy it, play something Yorion, then play a 2-drop. Just the completely obscene turns where you just pull so far ahead, and it's my favorite deck so far. I love it.
Yeah, very grindy deck here. And it's
just won the challenge, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's going to be playing against what is sort of the default best deck in the format right now, and that is it Phoenix? Ever since Consider was printed in the fall, Phoenix has been everywhere.
Yep.
Unsurprisingly, now with 2 1-mana cantrips that are very high quality, you can enable the Delve cards a lot more easily. So they were starting out by playing a bunch of Treasure Cruises. They've since moved away from Treasure Cruise just slightly to play Temporal Trespass along the Galvanic iteration. So we got a little Alrund's Epiphany action kind of going on with the double time walks.
Yep. But it only costs 5 mana. Yeah. Like, that's huge for 2 turns. Like, And there's a lot of turns where you can just go like thing on 2, pieces of the puzzle on 4, turn or pieces of the puzzle on 3, turn 4, do a nice little 3-spell turn, maybe bring back a Phoenix, maybe flip a thing, and then just turn 5 double time walk. Like that's your nut draw, and it's very tough to beat.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this deck is going to play out very similarly to the old modern version of the deck. So, lots of cheap cantrips. Really, the only difference is pieces of the puzzle giving you a lot more, grinding potential. So this matchup, has the potential to go very long.
Yeah.
Where I'm drawing a bunch of cards with Treasure Cruise, you're drawing and generating value every turn with Omens and Yorion.
This is just a grindy deck too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was just making a YouTube video yesterday with this deck, and it was like I timed out one match. And I almost timed out another match, Like, of course, I'm talking out my plays and stuff, but it's still just a grind against basically everything.
Yeah.
I was playing against Green-Black Season Pass, though. Like, nothing was happening.
That sounds like a grind.
Nothing was happening. So, all right, you ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Rob, you got any questions before we kick this off?
I actually do.
Okay. In that case, turn 1. No. All right, what do you got?
Question: if you think like Pioneer might be a little too dominated by combo decks right now.
I actually don't. I think like the combo deck that is the best is the Ascendancy deck, which we'll be seeing a little bit, and I do think it's quite good. But for instance, I played, and this is limited experience for me. I don't think either one of us or really anybody has found a perfect list in Pioneer. But I played Red White Heroic and destroyed that matchup. Like it didn't even feel close. Like the couple times I played it at least. I think we're going to be testing out that exact same matchup to see if that's true. I can't remember if that's what we did, but I don't think combo is like unbeatable because it's just dealing with the enchantment. And there's also some hate cards.
There aren't really other super popular combo decks. Like Lotus Field is kind of around, but not that popular.
Yeah. And Ascendancy is
unless you're counting Phoenix as a combo deck for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's just the Lotus Field and the Ascendancy, and I don't think either one of them are completely broken, and I think Ascendancy is a tier 1 combo deck, but I don't think it's completely broken or anything. It has a fail rate built in, and you really need Sylvan Caryatid. That deck with Sylvan Caryatid on turn 2 versus not looks a lot different, though, I'll tell you that. But,
So, there's a tier 1 combo deck and a tier 2 combo deck. That seems perfectly reasonable.
Yep, totally agree. After we banned all the completely busted combo decks, then here we are. Okay, so I'm going to be going first, and honestly, this hand is looking really nice. We need a little bit of help, but yeah, this is kind of everything you want.
My hand is not so nice.
Excellent.
It's just not doing anything. It's very slow, and we're on the draw, so I'm going to send this one back.
Okay, perfect. Rob, you got another one at all?
I do. I also just want to point out how perfect it is that, Corey, you're playing a Yorion deck and Ross is back to playing Phoenix. Feels like, 3 years ago. Exactly.
Yeah, the more things change, the more they stay the same. That's for sure. Bet you wish you had some gut shots and maybe some Manamorphoses, though, huh? Can't even say Manamorphose too many times in a row. Ross gets too happy.
We did have a question if you saw the thumbnail for the Versus video yesterday.
Rob showed it to me, so I've seen it.
I can't remember. No, I don't think I have.
I'll have you take a look at it during the break. It's pretty great.
Is it pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll enjoy it.
Is it trolling one of us?
Yeah. You.
Yeah.
Me, huh? Okay, cool. Excellent. Honestly, I can't be mad about pictures being like trolly because, true story, whenever we had like school pictures when I was in like elementary school or whatever, I purposely tried to screw them all up, even though my mom was just like, just please give me one good picture. And I'm always just like,
Somehow I'm not shocked.
You really? Yeah, neither are many people that I tell that story to.
So there was another question. Somebody asked if there was a Pioneer deck you'd take to a modern FNM, and I thought that might be interesting too. How do you feel the power level of the format is? Do you think that it's like getting really powerful like modern, or
the one problem is there's not a lot of super early removal, so Ragavan would just rip apart a lot of decks. But, if you're really wanting to just kind of go for fun, bring Phoenix and you might be able to compete a little bit. Wouldn't recommend it, but...
Well, the problem is you can't play Treasure Cruise.
Oh, it's banned in Modern?
Yeah,
okay.
Modern.
Yeah, Pioneer's better decks confirmed than Modern, yeah.
So, yeah, that's a tough sell.
Honestly, if you bring a whole deck that's all Pioneer and you only have Treasure Cruise, I think you should be allowed to pass. Go ahead. You're not playing with Ragavan in your red deck. You can have Treasure Cruise. Is that one better?
It's better. It's not great.
Okay, good.
Put back one of these poopy removal spells.
The Foundry of the Sacred variety, and then I'll pass.
Okay, that's better. I'll lead on Stormcarved Coast.
Okay. I have... And the mana base here is actually pretty insane with all the pathways and duels and 8 triomes. Like, it's pretty sweet. Then I'll pass to you.
Island, Thing in the Ice.
All right. Omen. Look at 2-0. Well, those are both pretty dang good. So I think... Do I want to keep both? Draw both? Yeah, okay. I'll draw one and then one for my turn.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna need green mana. And I'm gonna play Wandering Mine. Good. Collected Company, but for non-land, non-creature. Well, I had one choice with all these lands, and then I'll pass to you.
It's a good choice, though.
Yeah, not bad. Thing in the Ice pretty strong against you.
I will play another Thing in the Ice, though.
Okay.
Hopefully there's not a second Chain to the Rocks over there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Fiery Impulse the Wandering Mind.
Okay.
Trigger these. Definitely want to use your removal early. You don't want to get caught in that spot where you're using the removal spell and triggering Thing.
Yeah.
Effectively countering your own removal spell.
Okay, done.
Yep.
Interesting. All right. I have a lot of options here. They're all quite good. Let's just go with...
Taking 2.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
18.
Go to 18. I can't let you flip 2 things, so I have to do something about that. But I have Fire's Incarnation. Not bad, not bad. And I'm going to sack this at end step, and I think I want to just get Skyclave. Normally you want to kind of get like Renegade Rallier to start and just bring this back, but I need to play some defense, so yep, pass to you.
Okay, I'm going to start this turn with an iteration
The Prime.
of the expressive variety.
Yeah, yeah. God, you always have that card on turn 4, Ross.
Not great. I can go to my hand. Riverglide Pathway can go there.
Okay.
Wish I had the removal spell that was...
No removal spell for you?
Nope.
I got a few if you need to borrow.
I mean, I can't get around it at this point unless I just do nothing, so I'll play Consider.
Okay.
Trigger Thing.
And Phoenix?
Yeah, I can keep that.
Okay.
Play Riverglide Pathway. Play an Opt.
Okay. You get a 2/2. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll keep that.
Okay.
And Mushy for 7.
All right, I'm at 11.
Pass the turn.
All right, untap. That was a good draw.
Also, Corey, chat would like to know why you didn't get deputy detention.
Because it's in my hand. Thanks for ruining that for me, chat. Because it's in my hand. All right, I'm going to do a completely obscene turn here. Let's go like this. Now, for my first trick, I'm going to portable hole this. Buy Yorion. Play Yorion. Blink out these 2. Then I'm going to... Okay. Oh, do I have to? Sorry, I did that in the wrong order. So I had to Chain to the Rocks as my free spell.
instead of portable hole.
Yeah, to exile that,
Yep.
and then Yorion to get rid of this. Yep, sorry. Yorion to get rid of this as well. No, I won't blink out this.
Okay.
So I'm going to chain to the rocks to hit that, leave this here, and then cast Portable Hole on this. And then end step, this triggers. I'm going to sacrifice chain to the rocks.
Sure.
This is going to come in as well. I'll get Charming Prince. And yeah, this is taken by Portable Hole, right? So then I'll Charming Prince, blink out this, fires comes back and pass to you. It's the only 2-drop creature you have, but it's a doozy.
Well, let's start this turn with an opt.
Okay.
Actually, man. I'm not in good shape.
Yeah, I had the blade. This was the draw, you know? Omen into Wandering Mind. I had a Moonblessed Cleric as well instead of Wandering Mind to go get the enchantment, but I just omened into the enchantment, so I'm like, all right, don't really need it. Wandering Mind is really undervalued here.
Yeah, let's play opt.
Okay.
Put that land on the bottom.
Okay.
Play Expressive Iteration.
Okay.
Much better than a land.
Much better.
So, hand to that one, exile the chart.
Okay.
Tick 2 for Steam Vents, go to 18.
Okay. You charting said course?
Play Chart of Course.
Am I going to be taking 3 damage points?
Yep.
All right. I'm done 8.
Pass the turn.
Pretty strong. All right. End step. Yorion comes back. Blink out. I think just the Charming Prince. On top.
Yep.
Now let's see. I think I just have a pretty solid turn here. All right. Skyclave that. And Moonblessed Cleric. And I'm going to have to shuffle, so it almost doesn't pay. So I'm not even going to search, but I am going to attack for 4.
At 14.
End step. I'm going to trigger, so this one resolves first. And then Charming Prince will come back.
Yep.
I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get the king of the castle here, King Ken. Now I can gain 10 life, put some counters on some stuff, put you through a rough time. And now Charming Prince comes in, exile Yorion, and pass to you. That's it. But you have a insane kind of combo in your deck is just 5 mana, take 2 turns, and then try to figure out stuff from there. I'm decently set up to deal with that, but definitely not fully insulated.
I'll play Chart of Course.
Okay. If I can get black mana before you bring back Phoenixes, I can bring them back.
I'll discard a Phoenix.
Okay. And you're at 15? 14?
14.
Okay.
Play an opt.
Yep.
Leave that on top.
Okay. 2 spells.
Screwed this up.
Excellent. Excellent.
Um,
Don't worry, I screwed up that first Fire's turn as well. Magic's hard. We're new to Pioneer. We're Pioneer noobs. Yes.
I'm just gonna play a Temporal Trespass.
That's pretty good.
8.
Okay.
Then bring back this Phoenix and attack you for 3.
I think so, yep. Okay, so I go to 5.
Then take my next turn.
Yep. I feel like you had to do that. Had to take the turn. Glad you didn't have Galvanic. Now you can't really do it this turn at least, so your turn is a little more limited.
Ah, I screwed this up.
Magic's hard. Got thing in the garbage? Want to play with your hand revealed and I can give you some pointers there?
Nope.
Rob, you got any questions while Ross is tanking? Okay, perfect. Thanks for bailing me out on that, Ross. Or Rob. Keeping it real.
People are asking you if doesn't Yorion come back.
It does add his end. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It totally did. Oh, yeah. Good call. Okay, so when Yorion comes back, I'll blink out. I'll blink out just these two. Good call.
Okay. Now I will continue to lament how poorly I played the last turn.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, I should know my Yorion loops, y'all. Good job, chat. Good job. Clock. Suppose I could totally give you a. That's a 4/4. I don't want to give you a 4/4.
Okay. I'm going to Lightning Axe the Yorion, discarding Arclight Phoenix.
All right, I'll put a counter on it.
Yep. Then I will Lightning Axe Yorion again, discarding Galvanic Iteration.
Okay. Dead Yorion.
Then I'll Treasure Cruise, leaving the Arclight Phoenix.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Then I'll return the Phoenix.
Okay.
And smash for 6.
All right, I am forced to gain 5 life.
Yep, so you go up to 10 down, and then down to 4.
Yep.
That's the turn.
Okay. End step. Bring these back. Gain life. Search.
Go to 7.
Yep. Let's see. What do we want to get for enchantments? Let's just see if you're dead first, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it might be.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
I'm just
14. Yeah, you're just dead.
I didn't upload. I don't know how I'm supposed to play those 2 turns, but I know.
Yeah, that was tough. I mean, because you knew you didn't know I had deputy, but I had deputy to clean them up if you went for blocks. So
the problem was the Kenrith and the green mana.
Yeah,
I had these 2 lightning axes. I suddenly didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah,
and I could have used one earlier, but I drew the iteration off the opt and then iterated into the chart. I think I should have just put the chart into. I put Phoenix in the hand and exiled the chart.
Yeah.
So to get full value off the expressive iteration, I waited another turn to kill the Yorion with a lightning axe, but then you found the Kenrith the next turn, so I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have just thrown a card away.
It's tough to play from that Phoenix side. That's a deck I played a lot as well. But hey, since we're just diving into Pioneer, do you want to do 2 pre and then head to post?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Since we're kind of getting introduced to this format, it's always good to play game 1s, in my opinion, because then you really see what the deck does, what the matchup is all about. Like one game, I just drew the nuts there and I was on the play. That's if you won that game, it would have been really impressive. But I think your nut draw versus my nut draw, I think yours wins. With one asterisk, my nut draw starts with turn 1 Deafening Silence because I play one of those, and then you lose because you just can't beat that card. But outside of that, I think your nut draw is more problematic. The problem is I do have the things pretty under control because I have just 8 1-mana removals to help out with that. But it's the Phoenix and the Time Walks that's the trouble for me, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's start this off. Game 2.
I will be on the play this time
Excellent, excellent.
with 4 Phoenixes on turn 3.
Excellent, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll keep this.
Yeah, mine's a little land heavy, but it has a nice little curve, so I'll keep. Hope to get a little lucky, but
I'll go to 18 for Steam Vents.
'Kay.
Pass.
18 and pass. Not the draw I wanted, but let's start with Catch Your Triumph. Pass to you.
Play Consider.
Yep.
Put the pieces in the graveyard.
Okay. Still remember one of my favorite Pro Tours. Martin Mueller was on my team, and there was a combo deck that was playing Pieces of the Puzzle, but we weren't playing it, but we wanted people to because we had a good matchup against it. So he just spent the night before in the hotel just walking down the hallway where all the Magic players were staying, just yelling, "Pieces of the Puzzle, we need them!" And then we're just like going, you'd see like a bunch of Magic players go out.
Peek out their hotel room doors.
Yeah, really, really mature stuff from us.
Martin Mueller seeing all the angles there.
Exactly. All right. I think I can safely just play a land and pass to you.
Chart of course.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll discard an Arclight Phoenix.
Okay.
And we did find a land, so that's good.
Excellent.
I will play it tapped and pass.
Okay. I will play a land and play a... Okay, I'll play Moonblessed Cleric.
Yep.
I'll go fetch up something. I think I just want the fires here. Yeah, we'll just get fires. Pass to you.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna play an iteration here.
Okay.
Want to continue to make land drops.
Okay.
Didn't hit one. Wow.
Excellent. Needed that.
So we'll put that one there, and we'll exile an opt that I can cast.
Okay.
I'll put non-land on the bottom.
Drum roll.
Okay, hit a land.
Dang it.
And then I guess I will Flame Blessed Bolt the Moonblessed Cleric.
Okay.
That's my 3rd spell, and I'll hit you for 3.
17.
Pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to take a peek, see it. Okay. Just going to double check my targets here. Okay. So I'll draw fires. And play a land, definitely play fires. And I got some options.
Card is way too good.
Yeah, fires is awesome. I got some options, and I think I kind of just want it to be this, even though it's kind of sad. All right, Moonblessed Cleric. And then it's going to be your turn.
Finding Incarnation.
No, I think I want Chain to the right. Ooh, actually, yeah, I'm going to find Deafening Silence. That's right. I totally forgot I'm supposed to be searching that one up pretty aggressively.
Well, that's not good.
Still under some pressure. I mean, not a ton, but...
It's 17 right now. Mm-hmm. I got a bajillion options.
I probably should have searched for this one first, and then played the other Moonblast, and then searched for fires. I think I screwed that up.
Yeah, that's makes sense.
Yeah.
Do I want to do that now? I think I've got to try to take this turn to potentially return more Phoenixes.
Okay.
Because Silence is hitting the battlefield next turn.
Yep.
So, and the best way to do that is going to be pieces of the puzzle.
Yep. So all those cards do go to the graveyard.
I mean, Galvanic Iteration no longer really does anything. So I guess I'll take the other two.
I'd play with those revealed. Sweet.
Did not hit any Phoenixes, so
Excellent. Excellent.
I guess it's just Impulse the Cleric, play this tapped, and attack for 3.
14.
You're up.
Okay. Draw the Silence.
Those are pretty bad pieces, and now I think the game is basically over. My hand is just full of more card draw, and it's going to be way too... It's all sorcery speed.
Yeah.
It's going to be way too slow.
I don't have the best of turns here, though. So I think I'm going to start with Nylia's Presence. Draw. Gonna play this tapped. Purchase Yorion. Play Yorion. Blink out these. Deafening Silence. And then return these. Strap to this. Draw and pass to you. Now I can only play one non-creature spell as well, so I have to keep an eye on that. It does hurt me a little bit, but it hurts you much worse.
Yeah, I've got an island. Let's Lightning Axe the Orion.
Okay.
Paying 6. And attack for 3.
All right, 11.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Now I will draw. All right. Incarnation. And guess I can start with... Yeah, I guess I don't technically want to do that first, but it's pretty likely. I'll cycle a Triumph.
Yep.
Play a land. Cycle a Triumph. And I can only play one non-land, so I'm for sure playing Charming Prince. I'll gain 3.
14.
Go to 14, and then end step. I'm gonna sacrifice this. And... let's see. So I can get Wandering Mind and block. Can get Skyclave to take it out. Could get Eidolon of Rhetoric, but you're already kind of locked down. I could get Renegade Rallier to draw a card. Knight of Autumn to gain life. I think it's either Wandering Mind or Skyclave. And we're going to go with Wandering Mind. All right. And then I'll look at the top, and then it'll be your turn. And we'll get the rocks.
I will play Expressive Iteration.
Okay.
That's not very good.
You can cast a Phoenix.
I would if I had one.
Oh, I got a spicy play for you after this this turn there, chat. Got a spicy one.
Yeah, pass the turn.
Okay. Okay. Don't even think I really needed that, but that was pretty good too. Okay. Let's go with Chained to the Rocks. I'll attack.
14 ult.
I will play Cavalier of Dawn as my second spell, and I'll blow up a land, get a 3/3. Perfect. And then I will go to end step, sacrifice this, get King Ken, and I'll pass to you.
Apparently that's not how Cavalier works.
Oh, it's not?
It's non-land
Target.
permanent.
Oh, non-land. And I think I have to destroy.
No, it's up to.
Okay, yeah, whatever. I don't want one, but I'll still just do this.
So that land stays.
Yep. Oh, yep.
You have 3 green mana.
4. Opt. Okay. We'll give you that one.
Exile 7 for this cruise.
Sure. Got a lot of cards there. Should play a lot of them. Okay.
A thing and a phoenix and pass the turn.
End of second main. I'll take one. I'll go to 13. Bring back Eorian. I'll blink. Yeah, I'll blink Chain to the Rocks as well. So you get your Phoenix. And then when it comes back, I'll take Thing. And I got these. I'll trigger this first. I'll start a Yorian loop here. And I'll target nothing with this. Resolve Wandering Mind.
So you're 13.
Get this. Also still at end step, I will put a counter here.
Yep.
Oh, and tap. Gotta pay mana for things now. How unfair. Alright, Niley's Presence on the Mana Confluence. A little combo there.
Yep.
Can't cast my other spells, but I can just attack. Alright, attack, and attacks.
Definitely blocking Wandering Mind.
Okay.
Guess I will also block Charming Prince.
Okay, so 9, 10. What do you got? 14? Alright. Well, yeah, damage. Take 10.
I'm at 4.
And end step, a couple of triggers. I will sacrifice this first. And we'll get Renegade Rallier. Bring back this.
And then done.
Okay. Where are you going? We're going to Yorian loop too. We were having fun. Weren't we?
One of you was having fun.
One of us was having fun. Yeah, Mana Confluence with a Yorian that's already been dead, or Niley's Presence, is disgusting. Just getting to loop Yorian and get a body here for essentially free, or
Yeah.
just paying for one of them. Yeah, pretty spicy. All right, Deafening Silence, the winner of that game for sure. But honestly, it should have been down one turn sooner, and then that would have even more strangled you. It's a tough card to play through. It's a really nice one of that's unplayable in some matchups, but Yorion decks are notorious for just having so many cards that it doesn't matter if you drew one or two dead cards, because most of the time I'm just flooded with card advantage as long as I can make it to that stage of the game. So drawing one Deafening Silence is okay.
Your card advantage also generates a presence on the battlefield that's really hard for me to deal with. I just don't interact with you very well. And so that means I need to take a very aggressive stance in the games. My draws were not particularly fast. And I ended the game with, 17 cards in hand and 5 more card draw spells. So I could have gone through basically my entire deck, but it just didn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, God. And honestly, that game was like how the dream that I lived my life, just Ross being silent. So anyways, we are going to take a short break and bring you some sideboarding here on Versus Live. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between, is it Phoenix and 5 color Incarnation.
Yeah, it's only 4.
You just activated the black ability of Kenrith last game.
Touche, and it was disgusting. So that's the first time I saw that line, though. I'm not gonna lie. I only because I said the ability out loud about taking your Phoenixes. I was like, oh, what if I do that for my Yorion?
On my side, we've got a couple good cards to bring in. Aethergust is great because it can answer either of the big enchantments in Corey's deck, Incarnation or Fires. And then Hullbreaker Horror, the games are going to go long. This is a card that can really match with Corey's powerful end game.
It's just an answer to this, too.
And actually answer Deafening Silence. So,
unless I have 2 of them. Then you're dead.
And then I go end step, play an instant, bounce, untap.
Yeah.
I just need an
All right, what if I have 3 of them?
It's also whenever I cast any spell, so I can play a creature bounce.
Oh, yeah.
Hullbreaker Horror really is an endgame card I can build towards and really match Corey's endgame set. That seems great.
Scary one.
I'm assuming that I'm going to rely a lot more on Temporal Trespass than Treasure Cruise in these games, since I want to be more aggressive. So I'm trimming 1 cruise to make sure my graveyard's big when I draw Trespass. Galvanic Iteration, I should say, is such a liability against Deafening Silence. I'm going to cut 1. I still want to leave 1 in, again, to combo with Trespass. And I'm going to trim a little bit of removal. That's not really what the game is about. It's either about me, attacking and killing Corey as quickly as I can, or setting up Hullbreaker Horror, which will control the battlefield anyway. Flame Blast Bolt is worse than Fire Impulse, so Impulse stays in.
I like it. Okay, so from my end, Yorion decks, especially this one that has a random one-ofs, whenever you sideboard, I think a good tip is to just take the cards out that are really, really bad / unplayable in the deck, because it's mostly a product of that. Like, you need to take out X amount of cards, like Knight of Autumn, unplayable against you. Cavalier of Dawn, not very good. Tolsimir only kills Phoenixes, doesn't kill anything else. So those cards are just completely unplayable. Omen, once again, only kills Phoenixes. These cards are playable, but it was a product of for sure wanting to get those 4 out and bring in other stuff. Trimming on this because it doesn't deal with Phoenix or Hullbreaker Horror, but
Chain to the Rocks.
Chain to the Rocks deals with all of them, thank you. And then Ramp, it's not that big of a deal to Ramp. It is nice, but you definitely don't want to flood on this effect. It's also pretty bad at sacking to Incarnation. I mean, you can get Rallier to bring it back, but then you're gaining no value.
Yeah. And cyber games always slow down, so...
Exactly. Then we're bringing in 3 disputes, great against turn 2 Thing, as well as a Giant Treasure Cruise, something like that. 1 more Deafening Silence, we saw it be dominant. That's exactly what this is for. And the combo matchups, hitting Ascendancy is pretty good. Bringing in 1 Shark Typhoon to search for. Whenever I have Fires out and I have nothing to do with my mana, I don't plan on getting Kenrith or something, being able to cycle and play 2 spells is pretty sweet. And then you can actually search for a counter spell with Moonblessed Cleric as well with Ashiok's Erasure, and it can counter Hullbreaker Horror and counter all of them, which will be a nice one to set up if I'm ahead on board, and that's my only way I could lose. That's what I'm going to try to be setting up,
Yep.
Gonna be sweet. All right, Rob, you got any questions?
I'll sketch of 14 lands, and I'll have both Hullbreaker Horrors.
Okay. Not bad. Are they legendary? I forget.
No.
Okay.
I had a question. Do you think that there are any underexplored cards in Pioneer that y'all think might be worth a look?
Dreadnought Arcanist, I think. It's in the Rakdos decks, but I am definitely seeing it dying down now. But that deck's incredibly powerful when there's not a ton of graveyard hate. That's a big one for me. And then Fires was big for me up until it won this challenge. Card's unbelievable, and it's only in this deck. I think there's a world where there's another good Fires deck, but
I mean, there's been the Fire's Luca, transmogrify deck.
That's another deck. I think it's just still fine. If there's a lot of decks like Heroic and stuff, it still might be fine because you can play a lot of Chained. You can play Portable Hole now. You can play.
You have your Verdict,
Clarion, and Verdict. Like I think Luca Agent stuff is still underexplored, and I will be trying eventually. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But like that crushed Niv badly. Like that was your auto win matchup, and we don't see that really anymore. Like it's a small amount of Niv. I don't see a lot of it. So that's your best matchup. That doesn't really exist, and it's always struggled against combo. So maybe it's just not good, but who knows? You got any cards?
I'm trying to think of one.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I remember doing this exercise sort of early on in Pioneer, and my answer was always Collected Company.
Yeah.
Since then, we've seen Collected Company in the Sacrifice deck. There's also Celestia Humans now. So we're finally starting to see Collected Company around.
Maybe Adeline. That card's pretty messed up, and nobody plays that.
Yeah, the Celestia Humans deck does.
Yeah,
the
I
Orzhov
saw
one
that.
doesn't because it's a Laris companion deck.
Yeah.
But the list that did well in the challenge last week, it only had like 2 Adelines. That didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Adeline is a messed up card.
Completely messed up. Messed up. And this is
with
coming
Valley's
from.
Lieutenant?
Yeah. Oh man. A little spoiler for any Commander Versus fans out there. We recorded yesterday. I had Adeline, Thalia's Lieutenant, and a way to make all my creatures indestructible. So like, you get 3 1/1s when you attack, and you're playing a 4-player game. Yeah. How insane was
I
that?
heard about how that ended up, though.
Huh?
I think I heard about how that ended up.
We're not going to spoil here, anybody. We're not spoiling anyone. We'll just ring the bell. Oh, wrong show. Dang it.
You're not Stephen Green.
I know. I dream every day, though. All right. How's your hand?
It is solid.
Mine is good, too. I'm in.
Okay, I'll lead on Stormcarved Ghost.
Okay. I have a Triome, and I'll pass to you.
Just really hoping this thing in the ice did not get disputed.
Yeah,
so
that would have been
good.
spicy. But it will get chained to my rocks. And let's go with a Ketri Triome, and I'll pass to you.
Some Chain to the Rock's altered to have the image of, the rock with the fanny pack. Like he just stuffs you in the fanny pack. That would be a great alter.
That would be a good one. See, I think it's better to be, it's just a person chained to Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Just to somebody really uncomfortable. And honestly, Dwayne The Rock Johnson would probably be uncomfortable as well with that. But
Okay, I'll play Charticars, discard Galvanic,
okay.
play an island and pass.
Okay.
Would have liked to have that island before the chart. But
Too
what
bad.
are you going to do?
All right. I'm going to... Is there anything? Yeah, I guess I'm going to do this now because there's a chance I could find a Deafening Silence. Omen?
Yep.
No such luck, but I think these are still cards I want. So I'm going to draw, play this Confluence, and I'll pass to you.
And step I'll opt.
Okay.
Bottom that one.
Bottom.
Draw.
Okay.
I'll play Charticourse.
Okay.
I will discard Lightning Axe.
Alrighty.
Play Consider.
Okay.
Leave that one on top.
Okay.
Take 2 for Steam Vents.
Okay.
Go to 18. Play Consider.
Consider. Oh, wait.
Oh.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, I'll put it in the graveyard.
Oh!
Return Arclight and attack for 3.
Okay, I will take it.
Get 17.
17.
You're up.
Okay, I knew I was drawing that. All right, let's go with a... I'm going to chain that to the rocks. Then I'm going to play this pathway, Charming Prince, and do some scrying.
Good.
Yeah, I'll keep those on top.
Okay. I will cast a Pieces of the Puzzle.
All right, I'll dispute that. Take one.
Play Hall of the Storm Giants.
Am I at 16 or?
Yeah, you're at 16.
I think I. No, that was the first time I tapped it. Okay. So I'm at 16.
16,
Yep.
18.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Okay. I will attack for 2.
16 all.
Then I will play a Incarnation. I'll take a paint.
You're at 15.
Then I will play a Sacred Foundry. Go to end step.
Yep.
I'll sack this. This feels like I just want to have a value turn. Could try to get you. My hand is not good, though. So I feel like I kind of need to just get some value here. I'm afraid of a lot of things next turn, but what can you do? All right, I'll play Rallier, bring this back.
Yep.
All right, scry 2. I'll draw this one, put one on bottom. Pass to you.
I'll play Pieces of the Puzzle.
Okay. All the goods?
Nope. I'll take an Opt.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow, only one. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, that's awful.
Play Pathway, play Opt.
Okay. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do to start the game, where you really get the ball rolling and you don't have anything you need to get. You know, if you had a thing, I'd probably get Skyclave. You know, there was another card I was considering, but
Pass the turn.
okay. I think I have an idea of what I want to do this turn. It's going to start by attacking for 5 for sure.
I will go to 11.
Okay. And I think it's just this. And we'll go from there. Incarnation.
Gust it.
Yep, that's why I did it, because I was figuring you had a gust and wanted to end step hit this.
Well, second main.
Yeah, whatever. So it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be shuffling. Then I will go like this. I'll sacrifice this. And 6. All right. Idle on a rhetoric. Past you. This is not as good because you have removal spells for it, but YOLO.
Oh, we're going to start this turn by axing the Eidolon.
Good call.
The question is what card I want to discard.
Okay. Yeah, I could have went and got Moon Bless Cleric and put Deafening Silence on top, and maybe
Start
that
another
was a mistake.
axe.
Okay.
Play a Pieces.
Okay.
interesting set of cards.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
These are definitely going to end up coming back.
You gotta cast one more spell, right?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
So I think the thing I would like to do is opt or consider into a land here and then have Gust for Corey's Incarnation.
The nice thing about that
turn.
is I can just, no matter what, I can trigger Incarnation. I just leave 4 mana open and be like, move to end step. Oh wait, no, Gust, it goes on top.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'll just Gust after your draw step.
That's a good point.
That does seem like my best bet here. The other option would just be to waste your mana by just gusting immediately and then having iteration back.
Not awful.
Yeah, that would put you to 9. You'd recast it. You really wouldn't have much else to do on your turn, which is nice. And then you don't really have an enchantment you want to sacrifice either.
Not yet.
You sacrifice Chain, that doesn't let you get Deputy, so it's not like you can sack the Chain that's on Phoenix and get all of them.
And a 1/2 drop as well.
Yeah, so you'd have to have land. I kind of like that play actually. Because then you'd have to have land, 2 mana enchantment, and you have 2 cards in hand.
Yep.
Yeah. I think this play actually sets me up well and doesn't rely on me hitting a land. So I'll take Iteration and Gust your Incarnation, return these, attack for 6.
Okay, down to 9.
Then I'll pass the turn. Corey does not seem phased at all, so that's not good.
Yep. I'll attack.
I go to 6.
Yep. I do have the presence.
It has land, 2 mana enchantment.
Well, I didn't need a land.
Huh?
Didn't need a land.
I thought you only had 5.
I have 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Drew the land anyways. But.
Yeah.
So now I will go like this. Play Incarnation. Sack this. I feel like I almost have to hit Deputy.
Yeah,
but it's not a great play. So I'm at 9. If I don't, I'm just dead to a Time Walk, so. Alright. Pass to you. And it puts lethal on the battlefield, I guess, but. Could just hit Skyclave, but yeah, that's not as good. And I didn't take a damage from Mana Confluence, chat, if you're wondering, because I can just pay. It's every type, so I can just add any mana without paying life. Kind of the Urborg trick with Mana Confluence. Feel like I'm dead, though.
Yeah, I've got some good options.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if I want to use the Galvanic iteration here, maybe double Expressive.
Okay.
And I'm at 11. Right?
Okay, you had 6.
6? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got hit for 5.
Yeah, that's... Maybe I need to be a little bit more conservative. I guess your only haste threat is Kenrith, and that's just going to kill me by itself.
Yeah. Pretty close. Yeah.
I guess with any other creature, right? Because you have... I guess with a land, you would have enough to play, give haste, and add a counter.
Yep.
So land Kenrith will kill me even if I deal with all of your creatures, but I don't think I can deal with all of them anyway. I guess I could leave a blocker back, but I don't really like that. Against the Incarnation...
I'm guessing you don't have Time Walk, huh?
I do not.
Okay. The game would be over
And if I double Expressive Iteration, then I can't Time Walk if I hit in 6.
Yeah.
So that...
but you maximize your amount to hit this.
I have an answer to that already.
Okay.
I have an impulse.
Okay. Do you have Spell Mastery, though?
So that's not a problem. I'm just thinking about maybe finding the last Phoenix, the last Arclight Phoenix to potentially kill you.
Yeah.
And my other card in hand is a land. So I can get to 7 lands. This will leave me, this costs 3, then 2, 5, 2 left, 1 for the impulse. If I hit Lightning Axe.
I think you should just Expressive, because then you can say go if you don't hit anything, and then you could Galvanic plus Fiery Impulse on my turn and blow me out.
Well, I'm killing this on my turn anyway to attack you.
Yeah, I suppose.
But yeah, I agree with you. I think I'm just going to Expressive Iteration.
Because now you win the game if you hit Time Walk, basically.
That is not great.
Excellent.
Thing in the Ice just doesn't do a whole lot here.
Thing in the garbage here.
I mean, I guess actually I could just get the thing and save this for next turn because I've got plenty of mana.
Yeah.
So I like that. So we'll put that one in my hand. So then I will play Thing in the Ice.
Okay.
I will Fiery Impulse your whatchamacallit.
Okay, it's dead.
Play this tapped. And am I that afraid of Kenrith that I'm going to leave a Phoenix back? I really don't think I should do that, though. So now there's this business of Yorion. Though I guess I'm trying to think if I could beat Yorion with Thing in the Ice, but if you Yorion, then you can end up exiling both things by blinking Chain.
Yep. I'd be dead to the Phoenixes though.
Yeah, well, you'd gain. So I'd have to attack for 6 to do that because you could gain 3 life with Charming Prince, and then so you'd go down to 3 this attack, back up to 6. Then I'd have 3 flyers to get you. So yeah, I'm just gonna attack for 6.
Down to 3.
Pass the turn.
Come on, King Ken.
Yeah, you obviously would have cast Kenrith, I think, by now if you had it. So it's really just giving you a 1-outer.
Yeah.
Got a pretty good one back here for next turn. I also have now enough lands to threaten the Hall.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So you have to play around that.
Yeah, Yorion leaves me dead on board, so there's no point in even doing that. I guess this...
Does Yorion leave you dead on board?
Yeah, because I'm at 3. You have 2 flyers. Oh, I guess, yeah, I gain life, but... It's like... Yeah, maybe Yorion is the only hope. Or I try to get something a little better with this card in my hand. Yeah, not looking great here. But let's go with a 2/2 shark. I was trying to see if there's any play where I could just make a 6/6 shark and kind of try to get you. And
By Yorion?
yep, I'm dead. Game. Just
yeah.
had a land. Yeah, I could have went for the Yorion play. Yeah, that'll probably get you out of it.
I could even iteration it and
Yeah.
take 10 cards for another spell.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have any Phoenixes in the graveyard, right?
Oh, well, actually, so the cool play actually is to not iteration it and hope to hit a chart, which I would have.
Yeah.
Because then I go pieces, this goes down to 2, galvanic iteration, it goes to 1, chart, of course,
Yeah.
copy it, these go back to my hand, discard both. return
Yeah,
both.
that would have been sweet.
It's like the tricks we used to do in Modern with Faithless Looting.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Bounce it, discard and Faithless Looting after you did so. Yeah. Okay, well, that game looked a lot different. Just a product I didn't have fires, and I just played normal Magic.
And the Gus kept you off balance a little bit.
Yeah, and the Gus were pretty good. Pretty good, because if you didn't Gus that second one, I was getting like Renegade Rallier plus Kenrith or Renegade Rallier plus Yorion, and that's insane. Renegade Rallier, bring something back, then Yorion, blink Renegade Rallier, and an Omen, then I'd bring back the other 2-drop at end step. Like, that value gets insane. So, yeah. All right, pretty cool games. I still took down this match, so we're going to be going into the second one. What do you got up against me?
I believe my second one is Boros Heroic.
Boros Heroic, yeah, and I'm playing a Sultai mid-range deck. This is, a deck kind of on the up and up. I haven't seen a lot of Sultai, but it looked really cool. Just a solid mid-range deck. So
this is a list I actually got from Harlan Führer, who I will be teaming with in Philadelphia in a few weeks.
Yeah, not a team event, but sure.
In the next one.
Yeah,
Indy in a few months or in a month and a half or so. And he and Todd, who's our other teammate, have been working a lot on Pioneer recently. Todd, of course, has been streaming a ton. But Harlan just likes the format, so he plays it.
It's fun. I had a blast.
Yeah. That Sultai list, he put in our group chat, said it was really good. I asked him if we could use it.
Yeah.
And I think that's another kind of deck that seems unexplored because because it really looks very good, and Nissa is just as awesome as it's ever been, especially now that you have Triomes that has extra forests.
That's a card that's unexplored. I mean, Nissa literally broke standard. There's got to be a deck that makes it playable, right?
The mono green devotion deck you don't see much of these days, but it was a big part of that deck.
That was a big deck that I just loved. Like, I played that Karn devotion deck more than anything, kind of my dirty pleasure. I absolutely love playing that deck. So
but this Sultai deck is going to remind you of standard when you got to like untap your breeding pool and have a piece of interaction up. And, but now you get to do with Zagoth Triumph.
You could do that in standard, anyways.
I guess. Well, with Nissa, they have that.
Yeah, there was Sultai Nissa there at the end, but I get what you're saying. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna take a short 5-minute break and we'll be right back with round number 2 here on Versus Live. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. My name is Corey Baumeister.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And we got Rob in the booth. Say, Yorian is back. Rob?
Yorian is back, Rob.
All right, he's right. Yorian is back.
Yeah, deck looked good.
Yeah, it was sweet.
I think Moonblessed Cleric is a really big deal for that deck. Gives it so much consistency, which Yorian decks often struggle with. Can play a little defense against aggro decks while you're setting up your key turn 4s.
Yep.
And you just run away with the game so quickly.
And you kind of get to play 6 of them because Wandering Mind, I'm playing 2 of those. I want to get a 3rd in because then that's just like the perfect turn 3 to find either Fire or Incarnation. It'd be perfect if it was also an enchantment creature, but, other than that, it's perfect. Yeah.
My thing with the Phoenix deck was I kind of wanted just more lands. The deck has 19 lands, and that's pretty typical for Phoenix decks because you have all the cantrips, but Pieces of the Puzzle and Galvanic Iteration are mana-intensive cards.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hit my first
and you get a lot of cards off of Pieces of the Puzzle. There's also the argument you don't want to hit too many lands because then you brick on Pieces of the Puzzle, but I agree, 20 lands I think it should go up to.
Yeah. So,
at least.
Yeah. I mean, right now you're at 33 spells. You could easily go down to 31 and have 21 lands.
Exactly. Cut one removal or an op or something,
I'm not going to cut 1 mana stuff. I might cut, honestly, with 4 Lightning Axes, I could see cutting a Chart Course.
Yeah, Chart of Course is very medium. You always want to be, you don't even really want to be charting on 2, even when you don't have thing. Like, usually you want to like interact and opt or something, so I'm with you on that. I think we should do that. But anyways, we were playing a nice little Pioneer show because, well, y'all wouldn't shut up about it and you kept making us play Pioneer, and I'm kind of happy that they wouldn't because, the more people that show interest on Twitter, the more reason we can say, all right, we can do this show again because people will watch, but
I've liked Pioneer.
I've loved it.
I kept up with it, with results and stuff, even during the time when nobody was playing it. We weren't playing it, so...
How'd you see results if no one was playing it, though?
Well, a few people.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Just a little exaggerating for effect.
Okay. Well, you did it, man. Great job. But yeah, the format does look great. We're pinning 3 decks that are really strong that have been, succeeding in, we'll say, week 1 of Pioneer for whatever reason. At least in our minds, it has just picked up yesterday. And you're playing 3 good decks. I'm playing 3 kind of up-and-comers. This is a deck I just haven't seen because, well, it's in your group chat and it was created by Harlan Fear, a good friend of ours. Really cool stuff. Sultai midrange. I didn't see any Growth Spiral, so that was interesting to me, but maybe just not needed.
No Growth Spiral, just interacting up the chain. Adding Divide by 0, which obviously was not in the standard format when Sultai was around.
Yeah.
But a very, very strong card. Nice, versatile, piece of interaction. And
seems great against these Delve cards.
Yep.
But Divide by 0, we got a little learn package in the board. Deck looks cool. It's kind of everything I've loved in a Sultai midrange style deck.
And I think Leer is a great option as a high-end threat, too. It's a card that you can cast relatively early. It's not nominally very expensive at only 5 mana, but if you have 12 mana because you untapped with Nissa, it lets you use that 12 mana.
Yeah, and let's get real. This is a Nissa deck. Like, whenever you put Nissa in, you build the deck in such a way that, like, you can untap one of your lands, Triumph, Breeding Pool, have Gust, have Negate, have Abrupt Decay even, these kind of things. That's the main combo you go for. You gotta have something else at the top end, though, most of the time, Scarab God, Kalitas,
and Leer.
Yeah.
And I like that whatever that secondary threat is, being a mana sink for Nissa, really important. Divide by 0, also sort of a mana sink because of the card advantage you're generating. You can get Mascot Exhibition when you have a bunch of mana to utilize. So these choices very clearly meant to supplement the fact that it is a Nissa deck.
Absolutely. And, this is just one iteration of the deck, you can play Hydrate Crisis. That's a card that we've seen before. You can play a lot of stuff. You can play Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Who knows? There's a lot of options that are unexplored so far. So, you ready to get into it?
Well, I was talking about my deck.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
I am playing Boros Heroic. This is probably the most popular aggro deck in the format right now.
So, yeah.
Mono Red is pretty popular, but I don't think as successful.
I don't think so, yeah. I took 10th in the PTQ with that deck last week, and it felt really powerful.
Yeah.
There's some draws your opponents just can't beat.
This deck, when it was first built in Pioneer a couple of years ago, was a Feather deck.
Yeah.
Has since become a Luris deck, so Feather no longer there, but you have a density of good threats so that you can fill out the deck still really well. You've got the 3 different 1-drops, Favored Hoplite, and the 2 Prowess creatures. Then you've got 10th District Legionnaire and Dreadhorde Arcanist as your 2s, so that's plenty of threats. Still get to be have the Luris companion. The recent addition, though, Ancestral Anger. Getting to play more cantrips so that you tear through your deck and you don't run out of gas as easily, really important. This list is actually only playing 3 Defiant Strike with the 4 Anger. I honestly would just play 8 as a rule. But we'll see how it works out. I'm not a huge fan of Titan Strength, though it can be important for just closing out games.
I cut it every single time. I cut it every single match against everything.
Except combo, I wouldn't cut it there.
Yeah, that's a good point. But most of the time when I'm like, okay, I got something I need to bring out, starts with Titan Strength. But, it can be a card that really puts it over the edge. Prowess, that's +4 damage, for 1 mana, which is still strong. But I agree with you. I would cut those cards after playing.
But this is a deck that is just so ruthlessly efficient. Getting to play Reckless Rage, it was a really, really efficient removal spell, and none of your creatures die to it. So that's really one of the key cards in the deck. You just get the super upgraded removal spell. But we'll see how it does against a very heavy interaction deck.
Yeah, we'll see. How's yours looking?
It's looking... It's looking like if I hit a land, it's going to be great. And if I don't, it's unplayable.
Yeah, welcome to that deck.
So I think I've got them all again on the play.
Okay, 1-lander.
Yep.
Yeah, and my hand does not seem great. It does not seem great up against the speed of your deck. I have lands and spells. This does things, but I just don't know if they are enough. And if I top deck a decent, card, something to do in the early turns, it's okay. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see how badly I get overrun by aggro with this, but
yes, let's see that.
Yeah. Hopefully you just mulligan 4 or 3, and you don't have a very good start, and I won't have to worry about it. My medium hand will be fine.
I don't like that. This hand looks good.
Okay. All right, bring it on.
I will go to 18 and play Favorite Hoplite.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Well, untap. Well, that was best possible. I'll play this and I'll pass to you.
Interesting. Ancestral Anger, the Hoplite.
Okay.
Ancestral Anger, the Hoplite.
Ooh, okay.
So now it's +3 from the Angers.
Yep, so 6. All right, 14.
You're up.
That's pretty good. I just have a hive and I'll pass.
Attack for 3.
I will Abrupticate.
I'll play Inspiring Vantage and buy Luris.
Okay.
You're up.
We like that. We like that. I'll just play a land and pass to you.
Awkward. I drew the 4th land that I wanted.
Yeah, those dens are another thing that I think just shouldn't be in the deck. It's actually, looking decent this game, but man, over the course of a tournament, it was not good for me.
Don't think I just want to run Luris out for no value.
Yeah.
So I'll just pass the turn.
Makes sense, because, I could just die,
Yep. It's a little awkward against Divide by 0, though, which could easily be in your hand.
That's fair. Okay, I will play a tomb and I'll pass to you. You can't even cast Favorite Hoplite with Luris right now.
I know. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Pass the turn.
Okay.
If you looked at this as my mana base, you would definitely not assume that my first land was Sacred Foundry.
Yeah, no kidding. You're like, you screwed something up there, bud. All right. I wish I had Nissa. I do not.
Thank God. Activate Hive Attack.
I could take out your favorite hoplite.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Or I could just play. It's not a great play. I'll pass to you. Defense. Defense.
I'll play Luris.
Okay, I have the divide by 0. How many cards you got? A lot?
6, including the Luris.
All right, I'll get Khalid. No. I don't know what my cards do. You're gonna have 6, huh?
Yep. How many do you have?
I have 5. Thinking about the teachings,
So,
but I don't
if you just
love
have a
it.
land, then you can definitely Teachings next turn.
I don't think I care. I'll get Mascot.
Okay. I've got a pretty good follow-up to Luris here off the top, and that is Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Not bad.
Pass the turn.
All right. End step Fatal Push. Draw. I will play Lear. Pass to you. Lear.
Okay, I will play Luris.
Resolves.
I will play Favored Hoplite.
Resolves.
And I will Reckless Rage Lear and Favored Hoplite.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
good.
I guess.
Huh.
I was going to say this turns on Revolt for Fatal Push, but this will be dead by the time that happens. So
Yep. So
you
it
can
doesn't
Fatal
work
Push the
like
Hoplite
that.
in response, but the Reckless Rage will still deal 4 to the Lear
Yep.
because it has 2 targets.
Pretty strong. Guess I just have to hope that I draw something to kill Luris, I guess.
I mean, Flashback to Fatal Push is pretty free.
Yeah, exactly. Done?
Yep.
Okay, not a bad draw there. Not a bad draw. Okay. Nissa. I will pump up the jam here. Attack.
Take 3 to 15.
Okay. Second main Narset.
Sure.
Activate. Another Narset. And play Hive and say go. Setup turn for me. Not great when you leave Luris on the battlefield, but not much I can do. This Hive was really awkward because I wanted to Lear plus Abrupt Decay, but yeah, couldn't do it.
That is pretty good. What'd you get off the Nurse? You got another Narset, right?
Another Narset. Narset's not the worst in this matchup. Probably something I'll be trimming anyways, but, you know, stops the Ancestral Anger cards and stuff.
That's cute. So I could just animate Den.
Yep.
And that
You can take down Nissa if you want.
and take down Nissa. That stops me from getting a threat back with Luris, which I really want to do. And so I can kill Nissa anyway. I just give up a card off this third Ancestral Anger, but I'm giving up a card by tapping out for the Den.
Wow, third Anger. That's pretty good.
So yeah, I'm gonna play. I think I want to do Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Okay. Makes sense.
And then I will indeed Ancestral Anger the Luris.
Okay.
So
No
it's
card
+3,
draw.
and attack Nissa for 6.
Okay, you gain 6.
I go to 21.
Yep.
I am then also going to Reckless Rage your Breeding Pool and the Arcanist.
Okay.
That cuts you down to 1 blue mana, so maybe can't cast the other Narset.
Yep. That's brutal.
And then I will pass the turn.
Pretty brutal. All right, I'll draw. Hopefully find something good. That was a decent start. Activate this.
Yep.
Well, get the only card I can cast.
Pretty happy to see Thoughtseize as the find there.
Yeah. Not me.
Got 5 in hand, and I know Thoughtseize Narset.
Yep. And Mascot.
Oh, yeah. Which you also now can't cast without a land.
Yep. No, that Reckless Rage was pretty brutal. All right. Yeah, I'll Thoughtseize you.
Defiant Strike and 2 Gird for battles.
Okay. I'll take the Defiant Strike.
Not surprised. You go to a 12.
Yep. And then I'll Abrupt Decay Lurrus.
That's sad.
And that's all I got. Pass to you.
So now I know 2 out of your 3 cards.
Yep.
Yeah, this seems like a Den turn. I'll fire up the Den, declare attacks.
Sure.
Den will be at you, Arcanist at Narset, get a Goblin that is also attacking Narset.
Okay.
And I'll not cast anything with the Arcanist.
Okay. So I'll take 3. Then a 9.
Yep, and a 9, and then I will pass the turn.
Come on, top deck. That was not it.
I not think I was winning this game around turn 4
Yeah.
and 5, but you really just haven't had much to punish me.
Yeah, here's that.
Though I guess that's also pretty good.
All right. And I'll pass to you. Yeah, that Reckless Rage was really, really good.
Okay, I'm going to Gird for battle twice. I'm going to 2 creatures.
They're girded.
Then I will attack with both and Reckless Rage the Elemental and the Goblin
Okay.
with the Arcanist.
May I block?
Yep.
And I know nothing about your hand now?
Correct. I have 2 unknowns.
Okay. Yeah, I'll double block Arcanist.
Okay, I will Titan Strength it.
Titan Strength.
Better than Divine Strike here.
Yeah, that's true.
Scry that land to the bottom. So now the Arcanist is going to live. It also tramples.
And I'll take 3.
6.
So I take 6 total.
Yep, brings you to 3.
Yep.
And then I'll play a tap Sacred Foundry and pass the turn.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Immediately getting another island.
Yeah. If there is another one, yeah.
I would guess with the double blue cards. Yeah, I would bet there's exactly 2.
Yeah. I think I'm still dead.
Yeah, because if you find Extinction Event, I have Den.
Well, I have Lear.
Oh.
I've had Lear the whole time, and I have
Wow.
Lear. Yeah. I have Lear and Abrupt Decay. But I don't think that's enough because I'm at 3.
Yeah, you need like Lear Decay Push.
Yep, exactly. But push has already been pushed. So I guess I have to do this then.
And I don't know what you can find.
Yeah, I don't either. But activate. Yep. Dead.
Well, the cards we were poo-pooing at the beginning of the game, Titan Strength and Den.
Yeah.
Both coming up big there.
Exactly.
So shows what we know, I guess.
I kept a hand on the draw that realistically seemed like I'd be losing very badly. It was just like Divide, Lear, Narset, 4 lands. I drew Abrupt Decay, so best possible.
Yeah.
You know, and then the curve was pretty good, but still you overran me. I was kind of worried about this matchup for that reason, but yeah.
Getting 2 cards off of Alaris is a pretty big advantage.
And I don't think I've ever Ancestral Angered for more than just the initial Defiant Strike value. So good for you on that.
You've never drawn multiples?
No, I don't think I've ever gotten +2, +0. All right, I got to get this lesson out of my deck, and we're playing 2 pre-boarded.
So while I mulligan that game, the Lurrus is an extra card, and the other 2 threats it brought back. So plus 3 cards.
Yeah, plus you got to you got to cast the Lurrus itself.
And I got to recast Reckless Rage off the Arcanist that I recast off of Lurrus. So
the Reckless Rages there were brutal.
Yeah.
Like, they were the worst.
I cast 3 of them. They were all great. Hitting
All
your
insane.
Leer, your 4/4 token, and your Breeding Pool.
And that was my experience playing the PTQ as well. It's like every time I had a Reckless Rage, it was like I was usually winning, you know?
It's one of the cards that really separates the deck and elevates it because it's so unique. A 1 mana 4 damage burn spell. Like, no deck has access to that.
Yep, it's completely incredible. All right, I'm going to keep this because this hand is also pretty incredible.
Incredibly bad or...
Incredibly optimistic about it.
Well, hopefully my hand will also be incredible.
Incredibly bad, I agree.
What do we got?
What do you got?
Well, that's a good start.
Okay.
That's not a great ending, but I will keep.
Okay. I am going to start with a Triumph, and I'll pass to you.
I will play Inspiring Vantage and pass back.
Okay. Reckless Rage that. Here we go.
Vantage, favorite Hoplite.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
I think I can safely just play this land tapped, and I'll pass to you.
Ancestral Anger, favorite Hoplite. Trigger Heroic.
I'll Fatal Push it.
I will God's Willing in response. Trigger Heroic.
In response. I'll Abrupt. Okay.
Well,
I was like, I forgot what the protection cards was, but yeah, God's Willing makes sense.
well, I'm dead.
Oh, yeah. You think? Done?
I'm going to play a land.
Good call. Good
Tap
call.
the
Good
den.
call. Good call. Good call. All right.
Yeah, and if I play favorite Hoplite on 1, you just kill it and don't play Caryatid.
Yep.
And then just play Caryatid on 3. Like
Yep.
you can just decay it and then have Caryatid push on 3.
Exactly. Yeah. And my hand had a nice draw. Put you 17, and I'll pass.
Yeah, not much I can do there. I had to be on the play.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't have a great follow up here, so it's top deck of Leer though. Hydroid Crisis would be good. I'd take Divide by 0. That would be insane. There's a lot of insane draws for me. Narset. That'd be good.
I'm going to buy Lurrus and play a Soulscar Mage.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. Blue, float a green. Consider.
Yep.
All right. We'll battle this up. I'll attack.
I'll go to 11.
Pass to you.
You got 2 in hand?
2 in hand. Both very medium.
If only that Soulscar Mage was a Swift Spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have killed your Nissa last turn.
Oh. Through this?
That was tapped.
Oh, yeah. But through a blocker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Reckless Rage.
Okay.
So now I can't really kill the Nissa.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Am I just supposed to build a really big battlefield and take another big hit and go to 2?
Doesn't seem awful. Doesn't seem great.
I guess I would actually be going to 1.
Yeah, with Battlefield Forge.
Yeah, which is not great. Yeah, I don't think I can really do that because that effectively Stone Rains me. Like I don't.
Yeah.
This deck does not have a lot of colorless symbols.
No. No.
I will Reckless Rage, Soulscar Mage, and Clearwater Pathway.
Okay.
I I will Ancestral Anger Soulscar Mage.
Sure.
So now it is a 5/4.
Okay.
That's 5/4 with trample. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't love that.
So that would be
Clock.
Gird for battle the Soulscar Mage.
Try to get it to 7 power.
Yep. Force a block here.
Okay.
Attack Nissa for 7.
All right. I'll block.
Yep.
So take 4.
And then I'll go to 9. This doesn't work the way it used to work anymore, right?
Why?
Boros Charm can't go upstairs to a Planeswalker.
Well, it says to a Planeswalker, right?
No, it's because this is one of the ones that used to go to player, or used to be able to redirect. Those didn't get errated. So I have to double strike the Soulscar Mage.
Okay, then I'll kill it.
It doesn't counter.
Huh? Oh. Oh. Okay, good point, good point.
And removing a counter will not let Nissa live.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a 7-power double striker.
7 power double striker. Yeah, I would have blocked already. Okay. Well, I'm dead.
I mean, I just have the Lyris in hand, so you're up.
Yeah, but I'm just dead. Attack.
I got 6.
Go.
People are telling me Charm can't hit.
Yeah, I think it does. I really do think it does. I think it.
Targeted players can't target Planeswalkers.
I think it just is errated to where it just says creatures are planeswalkers.
I don't think those things like that were errated that way. I think they now just say player, and things that said creature or player say any target. Because like Lava Spike can't hit a
No,
planeswalker.
I killed a Gideon. I killed a Gideon with it. I know for a fact.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah. But regardless, same outcome. Yeah.
Well, like that would be a safer play in the face of removal if I can make it.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's true.
There's the literal actual errata on the card now is Boros Charm deals 4 damage to target creature or player.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that card is
target player or planeswalker.
Planeswalker. Sorry.
Is Lava Spike errated that way?
Don't know.
No, Lava Spike isn't.
So
Just player.
some cards have been errated that way and some haven't.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think it's the ones that were multiple targets. Right?
Yeah, I have no idea. I just know I killed a Gideon with it during that
Lava
PTQ.
Spike is errated that way.
Okay.
Lava
Okay.
Spike
I
has
didn't
the
think
same
those
errata.
things got errated that way, but I guess they did.
Me neither.
Okay. So I'm at 6, which is awkward. I'll play a Pillar Verge pathway.
Okay.
And I will play Lyris
Okay.
and then play Favored Hoplite.
Bang. Yep.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. Oh, excellent draw. Excellent draw. Okay, your go.
Activate Den.
Sure.
Attack you, get a goblin.
Block the goblin.
You take 3, you go to 17.
Yep.
Not sure what side I want this on. I'll just play it on the red side so I don't have to flip it.
Okay, good call. Good call. I'll sack her. Who knows? I might need something else. Sweet.
Let's you revolt Fatal
Go.
Push, but Lyris is gone, so that's not relevant.
Yep. So far, I'm hating this deck. Completely hating it. I had the best start ever, and I can't close.
Animate to hand attack.
Yep.
You go to 14.
Yep.
I don't even think I want to play this. I guess. Well, the thing is, if Corey draws a spot removal spell, he's going to attack, and my block is bad. And that's way more likely than you drawing Extinction Event, which would be a disaster.
Yeah.
But if they go player on spot removal and play into the 1-outer.
Done. Your go. We're having fun over here.
Oh, yeah. Activate Dan attack.
Block the token. 11.
I'll play this one on the white side, I guess.
Okay.
You're up. Oh, God.
There we go.
Oh, no.
There we go. All right, here's this. It's about time. Drew something. Okay, do I want to attack?
I think you do. I think you're fine.
think
You,
I
you
do,
effectively trade for a
too.
Soulscar Mage and get
All
some
right.
damage in.
Yep.
I'm gonna put both. It's clear you don't have removal. I think, and I'd rather have favored Hoplite than prowess creatures since the counters will stay around. So I will double block Clearwater.
Kill that. Pass to you.
Come on, Reckless Rage.
Oh, God.
Defiant Strike favored Hoplite.
Yep.
But this is actually enough. So I animate Den. These are both 3s, and this is a 2. And so if I send everything at Nissa, and you can either try to eat the Swift Spear or trade for the Den.
Yeah. All right. I'll block here.
Yep.
This is dead.
I'll play another land.
Okay. I'll attack.
I'll go to 3.
Okay. I'll pass to you.
I could try to be like super conservative and hold back. That doesn't seem good. Animate Den, attack.
Block the goblin.
You go to 8.
Yep.
And I've got a Soulscar Mage.
Okay.
You're up.
I'll attack. It's been a wild game.
Yep. Corey's only attacking here if he has a removal spell.
What?
So I think I'm just supposed to chump block with the Goblin token and hope to, and then either hold back Dan if I completely break or hope to have some tricks so both of these can trade with it next turn. So yeah, I'll chump.
Pass to you.
Not my
Wait, what are life totals?
3 to 8.
I'm at 8. You got a lot of lands there.
Activate Den.
Yeah.
Attack at a Goblin.
Beginning of combat.
Oh. Adonto Vanguard.
Okay.
You're up. Normally pretty good in this matchup.
Yeah. Not the best here. I'll attack.
You drew another removal spell?
I don't know what I drew. I'm just playing stuff at random.
Double block.
Abrupt decay. Pass to you. You want to pay for a life to keep it alive?
Can't even do that. If I chump block with Vanguard, it's essentially the same as the removal spell at that point.
Yeah.
Go. How did you have all those removal spells?
Those are my last 3 draws that I had a Thoughtseize.
Well, so... Oh, yeah, I guess I give you 1 extra draw. So,
Yeah.
You literally just...
I drew this first, but I couldn't do anything, so I just stayed in my hand for a while because it doesn't hit the den. All right. Ooh, Nissa on top, too. That was going to be a good 4th draw. All right. Staying alive to get the marbles this next game. We're a little short on time, so we're going to head straight to the sideboard and bring you our final game of round 2 here on Versus Live. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between Boros Heroic and Sultai Midrange. On my side, sideboarding in an attempt to get more resilient against Corey's plethora of removal. Adonto Vanguard, while I drew it in a very poor spot last game, is quite good in the matchup. Really just need either Divide by Zero or Extinction Event to answer it. Fight is 1 gives me another protection spell, which is great. Cutting some of the tricks that are meant for speed and meant for matchups that are less interactive, and that means Titan Strength and Gird for battle. Titan Strength being the worst one, so we cut that one first, and then we got to cut 1 Gird.
Yeah, that's exactly how I would sideboard as well. So from my end, a product of just having to get these awful cards out of my deck. Thoughtseize is not good in this matchup. I don't want to be taking extra damage. I don't really have any great cards that I want to bring in. Aether Gust are usually for, maybe I do want Aether Gust, actually. Yeah, because I guess it does hit a good amount of your
Prowess creatures, Legionnaire, and Arcanist.
Yeah, it's not great.
I could see at least having 1 and cutting the 4 Thoughtseize, right?
There's no 4th Thoughtseize, but there's
3?
Narset. Narset's pretty bad. So I'm going to bring that in. I don't even like Kalitas just because you have a nice, clean answer with Reckless Rage, but still not bad, and it'll win the game if it goes unchecked. But yeah, these Narsets are also really bad, especially on the draw when I have to win this game. to lock up the old marbles. So we're going to get rid of those and just bring in 2 Aether Gust and take these all out.
Yep. Trying to get even more interactive.
Even more. You know what card I wish I had?
What?
That card that's -2/-2, gain 2 life. Remember that card? It was barely saw play in standard.
Moment of
Craving or something? Yeah. Get that Adonto Vanguard out of here for 2 mana. Take that.
nice clean answer.
Yeah.
I'm sure in Pioneer there's a 1-mana answer.
There's got to be, yeah. Tragic Slip, is that a card?
The non-Pioneer, because
Non-Pioneer?
that's an Innistrad.
Innistrad, okay, gotcha. All right, Rob, you got any questions for us from our lovely studio audience?
I do. Do you think there's any good Gruul decks right now? And if you were looking to build one, do you think it would be better to go in a mid-range kind of way, or like a Burning Tree, Emissary, like aggro sort of way?
Short answer, I don't know. But long answer, I think it seems like not in a great spot. The Fires deck that's becoming popular now would destroy that kind of deck pretty badly. There's so much very cheap, efficient removal. Like there's a lot of the 1-mana white removal, Portable Hole, Chain to the Rocks, which has played a decent amount. And then Phoenix being the number one thing is there's a lot of answers to creatures. Thing in the Ice is probably pretty unanswerable from a Gruul deck, if I would have to imagine. And it just seems like if you struggle against those 2 matchups, those are the decks that are on the up and up. And I think that seems like a scary spot to be for an aggro deck. But maybe there's some configuration that could be good. But
So there's been a Gruul deck in Pioneer, and it's typically Llanowar Elves and Elvish Mystic with Bone Crusher or Gruul Spellbreaker, like Questing Beast kind of thing, into Embercleave.
Yeah.
Just like ramp into big 3 and 4 drops and then cleave them. I played, in like spring of 2020, I was playing a Bushwhacker Zoo deck that was pretty good. It was
I think I
not
remember
great.
that one, yeah.
And one of its major issues was the mana base. And since then, we've gotten pathways. It was a nearly mono red deck that was splashing green. And so having 4 pathways adding to that deck's mana base would really help it out. That's a deck that I could see revisiting because it has some really powerful turns, really powerful draws, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's also like some other creatures that have been printed that could go into it. But that's a deck that I think could be good enough, and it's a deck that often outpaces spot removal because Burning Tree Emissary, like it's all 1s and a couple 2s.
Burning Tree Emissary is legal?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in Return to Ravnica.
Yeah, I mean that's a phenomenal card, so I can see it.
Yeah, and then you played Gorklan Rampager to get through bigger blockers.
Yeah.
So when they block their thing in the ice, you just Blood Rush Gorklan.
Yes, that's nice.
That was pretty good.
Sweet, I'm in. Okay, my hand is aggressively medium, just like this deck. But I mean, that's mid-range decks. They're just really medium, but, they just do an overwhelmingly powerful thing if you get the time. And, this is no exception.
Another 1-lander on the play for me.
All right. Yeah, that deck is the best when you draw 2 lands and then stop, that is the best. But it's one of those aggro decks that doesn't have a lot of depth to me. Like, I don't know if I'll ever play that deck again in a tournament because you really felt out of control. It's like if you had the draw, most decks can't beat your best draw. But if you just stumble at all, most decks can beat you without ease, So
that was a better hand than I had in game 1. Because it had 2 1-mana creatures and 2 cantrips.
Yeah.
But one of the awkward things was the land wasn't a duel; it was a pathway. So I would have had to just pick a side as which one to play.
That's brutal. Yeah, if it's Sacred Foundry, that's different. I kept a lot of 1-landers on the draw, but I mulliganed basically every 1-lander on the play.
I think I might have kept that if it was a Sacred Foundry Inspiring Vantage.
Yeah.
Because the hand was really good of a hit. I would be more inclined to keep hands like that against decks that don't have good 1-mana removal.
Yeah, because if I push your creature,
then my cantrips don't work.
Then your cantrips don't work. Yeah,
and if I don't hit, I'm not able to cast the other creature.
Yeah,
so that's why I was more inclined to keep if I had a duel in there because I favored Hoplite, Swift Spear, Ancestral Anger, Defiant Strike, and God's Willing. Like that, that 5. I can't remember what the 6th spell was, but
sure,
I think it was Gird for Battle.
Pretty good. All right, let's see what your second hand has to offer.
And if I just hit a second land immediately, the hand is amazing.
Well, I hope you multiply, bud. I think so does chat as well. Can I get some 5 chants in chat, please?
Yeah, this is definitely a keep, but it's not great. I think you definitely have to put that one back.
I need a not great hand because neither is mine.
Go.
Den, all right, I'm copying you. Hive, go.
Inspiring Vantage, 10th District Legionnaire.
Okay, put that in the graveyard. Done.
Yep.
Now we're gonna put a breeding pool tapped, and I'll pass to you.
Solar Verge Pathway by Luris.
Okay.
You're up.
I'll play land and pass to you.
Play favorite hoplite.
Okay.
Pass.
End step. I'm gonna cycle a Triumph.
Sure. Pretty happy to see that.
On tap. A draw. Consider.
Yep.
Not the worst card I've ever seen in my entire life. All right, I'll keep it. Play Pathway, and I'll pass to you.
Ancestral Anger the Hoplite. Trigger Heroic.
I'll Fatal Push.
I'll attempt to give it Indestructible with Boris Charm.
Oh, Fatal Push.
That's pretty good.
Not bad, not bad.
I'll play a tap Sacred Foundry. Pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. Now we'll play this land that has to be tapped. Hive, and I'll pass to you. That was supposed to be my Nissa.
Luris.
I'll divide that by 0. How many cards are you going to have?
4.
4, okay.
So I have not played a land or...
Okay. All right, I'll get teachings.
Pass.
All right. Do need to draw some cards. That was an excellent draw. I'll take 2, and I'll teach.
You're at 18.
3 cards.
4 cards.
You can't really cast a spell, so I figured that's pretty safe. Good to go.
Yep.
Pass to you.
Luris.
Math! All right, here's a mascot exhibition.
Tapped Foundry.
On tap, draw. Now let's go with, what am I at here?
18.
Okay, I'll go to 16, and I'll play some Caryatids, and I'll pass to you.
You have a third one?
Third what?
Well, the learn doesn't do a whole lot. It gets you a land, so I'll play Luris.
Divide! I'll discard draw.
Sure. That's also fine. Then I'll play a Soulscar Mage
Okay.
and pass the turn.
Untap, draw.
With the Caryatids, Corey just needs a land next turn to play Exhibition with the Divide up again, so might as well
Yeah.
just power through it, I think.
I agree.
He's kind of low on cards here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel great, to be honest. If I had a Lear or something, then I think it'd be lights out. But yeah, I'll play this, and I'll pass to you.
You have 1 card in hand?
1 card.
Okay. On your end step, I'll Reckless Rage, Soulscar on the 4/4 Elemental.
Okay.
Luris?
Sure.
Tenth District Legionnaire.
Sure.
Gird for battle, Soul Scar, and Legionnaire. Scry 1.
Okay.
Leave that on top.
Okay.
And then this gets another counter.
Mm-hmm.
Attack for 7. So you can double block to trade with either one.
Yeah, I'll double block here.
Sure. Take 3.
Yep.
Go to 13.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn.
Instant. Push.
The 4th one.
All right, give me a Leer. Bang! It's not a Leer. But it could be. I'll cycle. Huh. Fire up the Hive. Exile Luris.
You go. I go to 17.
Yep. And go.
About to get max punished.
I am?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Should have got my Ancestral Anger.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Oh, my God. Good call. Yeah, I'm still going to lose with all that interaction. I just really need a Leer.
Animate Den attack. So this got +2 from the anger and 1 from prowess. So this is a 5 trampler.
Yeah, I'll block that and take 8.
Brings you to 5.
5.
Pass the turn.
All right, it's pretty much Leer or bust. Go.
Animate Den.
Yep.
You got what, 4, 8, 9. So you'd have to tap a Caryatid to animate both hives.
Yep.
You have 3 blockers. Yeah, I'll send in the clowns.
All right. I'll animate both. May I block?
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty safe. What if I went like this? Hope for the best. Yeah, sure.
Okay, I will God's Willing the Den on black. They become black creatures, right?
Yeah,
creature black.
I think so.
So this becomes a 3/4. Unless you've got another removal spell.
All right, remove the counter. So then I'll take 1.
I will leave that on top.
Okay. So that's dead.
Yeah, this dies.
This is
You lose
dead.
1. You take 1, go to 4.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Show me a Leer. Show me a Leer. Go. Okay.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I won that game.
I honestly can. This deck, I don't think mid-range is a good deck anymore, to be honest. I just don't think just killing creatures and trying to draw 1 card is good anymore. Like, I think the good...
Or Nissa, like you use bricked on your...
Nissa wouldn't even have done anything, though. Nissa was not going to be good. Nissa was very bad for me against this aggro deck. I mean, of course it's going to be good.
In that spot, it would have been fine.
You just, like, easily killed it every single time, you know?
I'm talking about in that spot there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, more than likely, but... Yeah, I don't know.
It also took over game 2.
My mid-range deck of choice involves Fires of Invention, that's for sure, but...
Yeah, it did seem like you were, potentially lacking some card advantage to dig towards what you needed.
I have some Memory Deluges and stuff. I just didn't see them. I have Narsets, but Narset just doesn't line up that well against your deck. But
yeah, so you boarded out Narset. Maybe you needed... But, like, you could have found Kalitas, Deluge into anything, Nissa, or Leer there and just didn't.
Yeah.
That feels
I drew some bricks, but
also Extinction Event would have been quite good because you name odd and I had all 1s.
Oh yeah,
and you leave both your Caryatids around.
Yeah,
and you didn't find any of those. So I think there's a lot of variance in these games. Like game 2, I drew 1 million lands. I both can't believe I won games 1 and 3, and can't believe I lost game 2.
Yeah,
so kind of a weird spot there where just a lot of variance on both sides across those games. It does seem like you need maybe a little bit more high end. Maybe you need like a 3rd Leer.
Yeah.
Maybe the considers can be some form of card advantage.
Yeah, I didn't like consider. This doesn't feel like a consider deck to me.
Yeah, I think that's probably meant to be good with Lear as just a cheap
Yeah,
spell.
it's definitely good with Lear. Yeah, absolutely.
So in that sense, it makes sense. But like those could be even. I guess like Spiral doesn't give you more card advantage, but at least accelerates you, which could be good.
Yeah, I feel like Growth Spiral would be not bad because you have a lot of lands, or at least I drew a lot of lands.
Yeah.
But no, either way, it's a pretty cool deck.
Yeah.
Interested to see, more evolutions of the deck.
I'm impressed with how resilient the Boros deck is. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be because we know how busted Luris is.
Yeah.
But my experience with decks like this is they usually aren't that don't have quite have that much late game.
Yeah.
I know that in Standard, one of the things that separated Bant Heroic for me relative to the other decks, and what I thought made it very good and underrated was you played 8 fetch lands in your mana base, so you got to play Treasure Cruise.
That's true.
And when I played that deck, it was 2 Treasure Cruise main and 2 in the sideboard for the control matchups.
Or, I mean, the card it wants is Dig Through Time, but that is banned in Pioneer, right?
No.
Dig's not
Yeah,
banned?
he just doesn't play. Harlan doesn't play Dig because it doesn't go well with Lear. So it would be 2 Dig over the Deluges in those spots. So he plays Deluge instead because he doesn't want to mess with his Lears.
I think I'd still just go with Dig. You dig and then you get 2 spells that then work well with Lear. That felt like a card that would have been insane, especially because, no, I guess you can't Nissa untap Dig in any way, but still cool. But anyways, we're a little bit behind schedule and we want to play our final match for the marbles. So we're going to take a short 5-minute break and we'll be right back with our final round. Don't go anywhere.
Hello and welcome back to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
And we have Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Say hi, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. We are playing some Pioneer for the first time in a while, having a
fun.
blast with it.
Yeah.
So far, it's split matches between the established archetypes and the up-and-comers. So nice to see that the metagame still has a lot of space to evolve in.
Yep.
A lot of different directions it can go in. And we're going to be wrapping up with another similar matchup. I'm going to be playing the deck that I would play if there was a Pioneer tournament I was playing in this weekend.
Nice.
This would definitely be my choice. This is 4-color Ascendancy combo. Jeskai Ascendancy, that is, using Sylvan Awakening and Sylvan Caryatid as your ways to generate creatures. And you're not really relying on mana creatures to live, which is great, through spot removal at least.
Yeah.
And just have so many different ways to tear through your deck and find everything. This is actually a somewhat new way to build the deck that Dom Harvey pioneered. No pun intended.
Yeah.
He actually won a challenge or some big
Won a
tournament.
PTQ.
He won a PTQ.
Yeah, he won the first Pioneer PTQ like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
With a deck that he kind of just put together a little iteration on it, and yeah, he'll be at the Neon Dynasty set championship
for that. These decks used to play Omnath as just a good card, a mid. So they had this sort of mid-range plan as well. He cut Omnath entirely, went all the way up to 4 cruises, and is playing the full 8 1-mana cantrips. Which, when you think about what Jeskai Ascendancy does, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, I think this is a much better, much leaner thing. It's like, why try to pull yourself at so many different directions? Omnath is an incredible Magic card, but it's just okay, to be honest. With the draw trigger on the stack.
Without, 10, 12 fetch lands in your deck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no fetch land, and just, there's a lot of ways to deal with it. The Heroic deck is very popular.
Yeah. So
right now, it's the aggro deck of the format. And yeah, with that trigger on the stack, just being able to 1-mana kill it. Fatal Push is a card as well. That's a little harder to turn on, but it is possible as well. So I'm not super high on Omnath right now. Yeah.
So a big fan of the way Dom innovated this deck. I think it's just the best combo deck in the format.
Yep,
and,
I agree.
There's not a lot of great answers in Pioneer 2 enchantments. Abrupt Decay is a really big one. But other than that, you don't see a ton.
You have Light of Hope in your Heroic sideboard.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's the best answer for it.
Yeah. I think this deck is great, and it's going to be up against a Rakdos mid-range deck that has been somewhat popular over the last month or two.
Yeah, it's usually just Arcanist kind of style deck, but this one is just a mid-range style deck that top-aided a challenge. So we wanted to test it out and see if it had legs or if it. We're both pretty skeptical on the deck, but we want to see if it's good. This may be a tough matchup for it, but we're going to find out.
Yeah, it's one of those decks that just generates a lot of incidental value. I think we're all realizing that like Blood Tithe Harvester is actually just a pretty good card.
Yeah.
And for just pretty good Magic card printed recently. Bone Crusher Giant, we know is great. But Graveyard Trespasser, this is a card I was really high on during preview season and hasn't really found a home in Standard.
Yeah.
But sometimes that happens. Sometimes the shell around it just doesn't work. It fits really well into this deck. The incidental graveyard hate and the extra damage that you deal is really, really nice. So
good at stopping your cruises
yes.
a little bit.
So there's going to be you look at this deck on paper and you think you're going to need to find your Thoughtseizes and your cheap creatures, and yeah, that's true. That's going to be important.
Yeah.
But you've got some incidental ways to make my life more difficult, and Graveyard Trespasser is a big one. And hopefully some more discard out of the sideboard. But
yep, absolutely. And building off what Ross was saying, if I was going to play a tournament this weekend and there's a Pioneer Mox, that Mox Showcase or whatever, and then the Pioneer Mana Traders event is next weekend. So there actually is some big Pioneer tournaments the next 2 weekends. I'd play that Fires deck. I'm going to make some changes and stuff, add like Wandering Mind for sure, but that's what I would play. I think that deck is super sweet. There's just so much you can do. And I played against the combo matchup. I went 1-1, but like there's still some cards that you can just search up that are anti-combo cards. That's not so bad,
Yeah, that deck just goes way over the top of everything.
Yeah. All right, I'm on the play. I already have a card that is for sure dead, and I have a lot of lands as the rest. So yeah, I have to mulligan this. This is just far too mopey against your deck.
Yeah.
Fatal Push, no good. All right.
For the opening hand, Corey's really going to prioritize, an early curve of creatures.
Maybe a
Blood Tithe
Planeswalker.
Harvester, turn 3 Graveyard Trespasser is going to be great.
That'd be pretty good. Throwing a Thoughtseize in there for good measure.
Yeah.
You're keeping?
Yes, I will keep.
Okay. All right. Let's take a peek. Number 2. That's a horrible start. Wow. God, this card, I can't keep it. Maybe I can. Maybe I have to, but I don't have to. I'll roll the 5.
I would not keep 6 lands.
And Colligan's Command is also
Still have a
dead.
question. So you mentioned the idea behind this deck, or the change in this deck, is playing as many low mana cantrips as possible. Do you think it's worth playing the Giganta as your companion instead of playing some number of dig through times?
So you would really only be playing 1, maybe 2 digs because you already have 4 cruises and there's diminishing returns. So honestly, I would rather if you wanted more big spells, I think you could just get away with playing 1 Escape to the Wilds, which you sometimes see in this deck to maintain the Giganta companion. I don't think Dig Through Time is enough better than a card like that to give it up. Because, Giganta is also just really, really good in this deck.
Yep, agreed. Okay, I'm going to keep this very medium hand, and I'll start with a castle. Pass to you.
It's definitely nice to be able to get a mana creature from your sideboard.
Yeah, absolutely.
In case you don't draw one or they strip them from your hand. So
absolutely. Okay, that was an interesting draw. All right, I'm just gonna play Blood Tithe Harvester, get a blood, and I'll pass to you.
I will go to 18 and Portable Hole your Harvester.
Okay.
And pass the turn. Strategically told Corey to mulligan the K command hand when I had Portable Hole.
Yep, pretty smart, pretty smart. Okay, I'm going to Thoughtseize.
I will show you an Expressive Iteration and a bunch of cantrips.
Okay, I guess I'll take Expressive Iteration.
Both at 18 now.
Yep, and I'll pass to you, I guess.
And stuff I'll consider.
Okay.
Rogran Triumph to the graveyard.
Okay. It's a pretty good hand. Could be anything. Could be a boat. You never know.
You know how much we want one of those. I'll play Hinterland Harbor and buy Giganta.
Buy Giganta, okay.
Pass the turn.
Take 2.
16.
All right. Untap. Draw. All right. I'll play a Harvester, get a second blood, and then I'll Thoughtseize you. Yeah, I guess I'll take Giganta. Can't even really kill that. So yeah, I'll pass to you.
It's a very good 5-card hand.
Oh, it's not awful.
I will play Consider.
Yep.
I'll keep that one.
Okay.
I will play Opt.
Okay.
I'll keep that one.
Uh-oh. Not a good sign. It's got to be a treasure cruise in there somewhere.
I will take 2, go to 14,
Okay.
and I'll cast a 2-mana treasure cruise.
All right. Makes sense. I'm in trouble.
Draw 3, and you're up.
All right. I will draw. Attack for 3.
I'll go to 11.
Play Bone Crusher and pass to you.
Well,
I'm going to fetch while you do your thing.
that's awkward. I guess not so awkward. I've got an untapped white source. I'll play Temple Garden, go to 9.
Okay.
I will Chain to the Rocks the Bone Crusher,
Okay.
and actually, that's only sorcery speed. Okay. And then I'll play it. I guess I should Jeskai Ascendancy first, and then play Chain to the Rocks and lose.
Then you get a loot. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, discard this. Rogran Triome I might be able to get some value out of. Discard a land.
Okay.
And you're up.
And stop. I think I'm going to... Oh, I can't.
Yeah, you need a card now.
Okay, you need a card. Yeah, never mind. I was like, maybe just to put something into my graveyard. All right, I'll attack.
Go to 6.
Pass to you.
There we go.
Am I dead?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
I will cast Sylvan Awakening.
Okay. So all your lands are 2/2s?
Yep.
Okay.
I will play Expressive Iteration, trigger Jeskai Ascendancy.
I'll respond.
Yeah.
Deal 2, destroy target artifact. Get a blood. Probably still very dead, but, it's cool.
So I haven't played my land at all this turn.
Nope.
These are all now creatures. They're now 3/3s.
Yeah.
So I'll count the number of Ascendancy triggers.
Okay.
Loot. Discard Rogran Triome. And then resolve the iteration.
Okay.
Consider there. Put this other iteration here.
Okay. Yeah, now you just go completely ham. You get a bunch of mana, too.
Wait, did you deal damage after the... Yeah, you had to, right? So the lands are indestructible from Sylvan.
Oh, it gives them indestructible?
Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
And they have haste. I should have played another land. God, I just thought they were all 2/2s.
Yeah, okay, I'm dead.
Yeah, I have iteration, consider, please, and another Ascendancy.
Oh, yeah, you start with another Ascendancy.
Yeah, so now they're getting double pumped.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Not even... I mean, I'm probably taking like 50 here or something. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah. Once you go off with Awakening, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, my opt was into the cruise, and then I opted again and saw Awakening. It was like or Ascendancy because I had the Awakening. It's like okay. Those are the things I needed.
Not bad. Not bad. Okay, that was a thorough beating.
Yeah, pretty straightforward game there. I kept a hand. That's actually the sort of the ideal hand to keep is just mono cantrips against heavy discard.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you're not able to pick me apart at all. So you take some of the cantrips, but the ones I have, find the cards I need in time, and that's it.
Yep, I totally agree.
Took a little damage from my land, so it got a touch close, but that's as far as 5-card hands go, that's about as good as it gets.
Exactly. Yeah, I needed maybe like a go blank on a key turn that would have shut down your treasure cruise or something. But yeah, I have no real enchantment removal, so that's the problem. Is Rakdos just doesn't deal with that. If I'm playing the Fires deck, for instance, which I've played this matchup a few times, as I was saying, you just drop Ascendancy, say go, I kill it. No matter what. I'm either playing something that Skyclaves it, or I'm playing an Incarnation that goes and gets Skyclave. Something like that is probably happening, or, I could just be dead, but... All right, I'll go first. Hopefully we'll draw a little better here.
People in chat know, Ross, how does that combo, actually work? You just cast spells, untap it,
yeah, you essentially soft... it's not... You're not, going infinite or anything, but every spell... With Sylvan Awakening, all of my creatures or all my lands are 2/2s that are getting pumped every time I cast a spell. And I had, 5 of them. Okay, should have played a 6th, so that's already 12. That's already 12 damage, and so you really only need to cast, 3 or 4 spells after that. You don't even need to go, super hard like they used to. in some other Ascendancy decks in the past. So it's really just cast spells, and you get to float mana response because Ascendancy untaps them all.
Yeah, so you just go infinite with mana at some point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mulligan. I
honestly think I was gonna draw my deck that turn.
Basically, yeah. I'm gonna mulligan again. Just most of my cards don't do anything, so this may be one where we should head to sideboard because I have a lot of dead cards.
It's your idea.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Also, Ross, you mentioned you think this is the best combo deck in Pioneer. How do you feel it compares to the Lotus Field deck?
I think it is more stable than the Lotus Field deck. Lotus Field obviously super dependent on its key card, the same way that this is, but I can play Ascendancy and win immediately in a lot of cases. That's a lot harder to do with the Lotus Field deck.
Yeah.
And
I just think it's a lot more work to make that Lotus Field combo work too. Like, it's just a little bit more cute than anything. This deck is just powerful. Like, I think this deck is awesome.
And this deck actually is a little leaner. The Lotus Field deck has to devote a lot more cards to its engine because you got to find Lotus Field quickly, and you have all these like weird hidden strings. The fact that this deck gets to play just 5 removal spells in the main deck, and I have a Mystical Dispute. Like, I have 6 pieces of interaction in a combo deck, which is quite a bit.
That is a lot.
So being able to, I can play a bit of a fair game early on, and then just win the game with Expressive Iteration and Treasure Cruise, later. So those are pretty critical advantages.
Agreed. I'll keep. I just want to make sure we can get to sideboarding and show a game. We're running low on time.
This is my first hand. I'm gonna keep this 7. It's great.
All right, Blood Crypt, go.
I'll play Catcher Triumph.
All right, take 2. We got the beats.
18.
Past you.
Well, how do 2/2 stack up against 0/3s with Hexproof?
Pretty well. Pretty well. All right, I'll attack.
Block.
Okay. I have a Graveyard Trespasser. It's Daybound and doesn't do anything now, but then I'll pass to you.
Do we have a day-night token, Rob?
Oh, you know what? I forgot that.
Okay, perfect. But then your go. Just have the lights on and off. That's the perfect token.
I will start with a Growth Spiral.
Okay.
Put that land onto the battlefield.
Okay. Thank you. Daytime.
Could use the Caryatid for mana here to sort of accelerate, but I'd rather, I think... Well, maybe not, actually. I'm going to get to... No. Yeah, I think it's better to just play the Triome and pass.
All right. Untap. A draw. All right. I will play a land, and I'll attack.
And you get to exile this.
Yep.
It is not a creature, so no drain, right?
Yep, no drain.
I'll block the adversary.
Take
go to
3.
15.
And then I will say go, switch to die.
Yeah, I will opt on your end step.
Okay.
Bottom that.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's night. That thing's
just a
turned
little
over.
bit
You
larger.
should probably not bother.
Am I dead?
It's no. Well, it's just turning back.
Oh yeah. Good point. Good point.
You're not dead. But I will start this turn with an Expressive Iteration.
Yeah, you do generally cast 2 spells with that deck. Yeah, Iteration is a nice addition to that deck. Gotta love it. Turn 2 Caryatid, turn 3 Iteration seems like a really nice little combo.
Actually, I think I'm gonna take. It's a little awkward, to be honest. I could try to protect myself from a Thoughtseize by getting this into my hand.
I don't draw good cards.
Which is definitely a way I could lose this game. But I also really want this so I can spew my hand.
Spewed.
No, I'll just be a little greedy. I'm going to put that one on the bottom, put this into my hand, and exile a Consider.
Okay.
Then I will cast said Consider.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this.
Okay.
Take 2, go to 13.
Alrighty.
And pass the turn.
All right, end step, I'll castle and take 4.
You're at 16.
16. Draw. Untap. We're a day. Draw. All right, I'll declare attacks and hit expressive iteration.
Okay, I'll block the 2/2 and go to 10.
Okay, and this is a very, very sad little play, but I don't know what more I can do. This deck just doesn't line up too well. Liliana.
Resolves.
All right, I'll make a zombie. Put top 2 cards into the graveyard, get a zombone, and I'll pass to you.
Okay,
Am I dead?
On your end step, I'll consider.
Okay.
Land to the graveyard. Oh, that's punishing. I will consider again.
Okay.
Land to the graveyard.
Excellent. Excellent. Keep doing that. It's my only hope.
Consider.
Okay. Doesn't have the ascendancy yet, then.
Cruise to the graveyard.
That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign for me.
Cruise.
Yep.
Gotta
Gotta get rid of all of them.
3, 4. No, I can only 1.
Okay.
Chain the graveyard trespasser.
Ward.
That's fine. I will pitch a stomping ground, I guess.
Okay.
Then I'll play another Caryatid,
Okay.
and then play a Rogran Triumph.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm just drawing grizzly bears. This is going well. Okay, I will tick this up, mill 2, and get a zombone. Alright, well, I guess that's not bad. I will kick this and Thoughtseize you.
Ugh.
Alright, well, I guess I will take this.
You go to 14.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't keep that treasure cruise with the other hand.
Well,
Keep that other one.
the cruise found me the answer to the trespasser.
Ah, sure. Okay, then I will play this land and crunch in there with these.
I'll block the 2 2/2s and go to 7.
Okay, and then I'll pass to you. No ascendancy, please. Can I read that card? No, the other one. It's an all odds you control, become 2/2s, reach, indestructible, haste. Okay. Still a brutal card for me, to be honest.
I'm gonna play this tapped,
Okay.
and I'm gonna portable hole the 3/3 adversary.
Okay.
And I don't think I have to, use an awakening aggressively here to deal with Liliana. I'm questioning whether or not I want to buy the Gigantha. The Gigantha can die to the Liliana immediately. Mm-hmm. And Sylvan Awakening is going to protect me. So, yeah, I just don't think Gigantha is relevant.
Okay. I'll untap a draw.
I'm through 27 cards, and I think I've opted to the bottom one. I think I opted to the bottom. So
Yeah.
I think I've seen 28 cards, no ascendancy.
Not bad, not bad.
I've got 2 cruises left, 2 iterations.
All right, I'm going to put this here.
I've cast all 4 considers.
Um. Okay, I'm going to. Ultimate Liliana.
I will float 2 green mana.
Move to combat.
Sure.
Okay, I'll kill you then. Huh. Those are sorceries too.
Oh, I thought this was an instant.
I was playing around an instant the whole time as well, but yeah, I just now read it.
I don't know why I thought this was an instant.
I totally thought it was an instant too. I kind of was hoping that it was an instant.
Y'all know how to read?
I mean, it's not that we can't read; it's that we don't.
It's that we choose not to. I was gonna do a really cool play.
Ugh.
I was gonna do. Check this out, though, Ross.
Yep.
This is a sweet one. I was gonna deal 2, discard, then pay 3, deal 2, discard. Not bad, not bad.
Well, with 6 lands on the top of my deck, I don't think I was winning that game.
Yeah. Cannot believe I win that game, but versus live fashion, we are saving the last game to see who decides the marbles. We're going to head to the sideboard real quick, and we got one game coming up for all of those precious marbles. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between 4-Color Ascendancy and Rakdos Midrange. On my side, changing around my disruption a bit. Portable Hole is a liability against Kolaghan's Command. Mystical Pursuit is rather poor in this matchup. I'm instead bringing in Radiant Flames and Fiery Impulses. Flames should be able to just sweep away most of what Corey does. It's a little awkward with the Mentors I'm bringing in, but we can kind of play around that. And as long as the Mentor itself survives, that's fine.
Yep, true.
Bringing in the 2 Mentors, as I mentioned, against things like Necromentia and Feed the Swarm, you're a lot better at stopping my regular game plan. So I need a little bit of a backup plan, and that's what Mentor is. Growth Spiral is kind of the weakest card in the main deck. It just... it's a little bit of an extra acceleration and a cantrip, so it's fine, but it's certainly not necessary. It's very expendable. So those will get cut. And then I'm turning 1 Sylvan Awakening. It's just the weakest combo card. It's pretty bad in multiples and isn't as versatile as I thought because it's a sorcery.
You know what?
Kind of makes sense. Usually effects like that are sorceries.
Yeah, no kidding. That would be an incredible blocking effect. Like, I was going to be screwed there if you were able to block. I had a somewhat of a plan, but I thought it was an instant too, to be honest.
I should have used 1, obviously, to pressure your Liliana. Yeah. And then I would have had a couple extra turns, but that was drawing all lands. So
I think you were actually just dead to me animating dead. Regardless, I was also playing around the instant speed Sylvan Awakening. So for my end, we're bringing in Duress, Go Blank, Necromentia, and Feed the Swarm. All amazing cards. This sideboard screams out to me that I can't beat this matchup unless I have a lot of cards, and we do. So I think there's a chance. Taking out these 5 cards that have no text against you, and then Liliana, we just saw it be, relatively pretty good, but I don't expect that same result to happen again. Then taking out a Kolaghan's Command and Bone Crusher Giant, just both pretty weak cards as well. So, all right, we're going to be trying to rip your hand apart. Necromentia, I guess I just hit the Ascendancy. All right, leave you Sylvan Awakening. Unless you have it in play, then I go for Sylvan Awakening, but you can even win. Well, I guess you can't, right? Because I was going to say you can just keep just untapping Sylvan Caryatids, but then they have Defender, so you can't really attack with them. But
Giganta.
There you go. Just a big old Giganta beats. I like it.
And Monastery Mentor just makes more creatures that you can
That's
pump.
a good point.
You're not going to go off, but you just,
I have another Fatal Push here I want to get out. We'll leave in one more Bone Crusher. All right, any questions before our final game here, Rob?
Yeah, I had one. Do you think Pioneer is healthier than Modern right now?
I think they're both healthy. I personally am getting just a little bored of Modern because it's been, 2 months of the same kind of deck. The same decks going around with a little bit of spice here and there. So I've been enjoying it more because it feels fresher to me because I haven't been playing Pioneer, but I think both formats are healthy.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you agree?
I would completely agree.
Yeah.
I do. Modern is just the more explored one. Everybody's been playing all the MH2 cards for months now, and Pioneer is just new. I think that experience is going to be, true for most people.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why people are switching to Pioneer until we get Neon Dynasty to switch stuff up in the modern format or have all the arena formats back. But for now, yeah, we'll just jam these.
I guess I will keep.
I guess I will too. It looks so mopey, but I'm in.
I'll start with a Hallowed Fountain tapped.
Okay. I got a Blood Crypt pass to you.
Then I will play another Hallowed Fountain tapped.
Okay. I will have a Mountain pass to you.
Sundown Pass, Just Sky Ascendancy.
Yep.
You're up.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's going to be brutal. I do not have the Feed the Swarm right now. So I think I will just cast a Bone Crusher Giant past you. Yeah, this hand was probably a little too mopey, even though we've drawn some spells.
Let's play Expressive Iteration, trigger Ascendancy.
Yep.
I'm going to discard this Chain to the Rock since I don't have a mountain.
Okay. Yep, that's reasonable. Chain to the Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Let's exile Consider.
Okay.
Put that one into my hand.
Okay.
Then I will cast this Consider, trigger Ascendancy.
Yep.
Discard a Stomping Ground.
Okay.
Resolve the Consider.
Yep.
Put Ascendancy into my graveyard.
Okay.
Then I'll play a tapped Breeding Pool and pass.
Untap, draw. Interesting draw there. I'll attack for 4.
I'll go to 16.
Okay. Well, makes me sad to have to do this now because it doesn't help out the rest of my curve, but I did draw Feed the Swarm. Right as you bin the Ascendancy like that.
And I knew you didn't have it.
Yep. Get rid of that, and I'll pass to you.
So you're at 18.
17. I lose to the converted mana cost.
Oh, I thought it was just lose 2. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
it's lose 3. Yep.
Okay, so you're at 17.
Pass to you.
Wow. It's a giant tilt.
I'm still feeling very behind, but I feel like I'm going to feel behind until all of a sudden I'm like, oh wait, I'm gonna win.
I'll opt.
Okay.
I'll keep that.
Okay.
Then I'll cruise.
Yep. 7. Yep. Sad. Sad panda.
Then I'll iteration.
Okay.
Um.
1 million cards for you. Got a discard there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm discarding 2.
Oh, nice.
I will. So I played Rogern Triumph. I will just.
I guess end step, I will stomp you. Shoot a 14. That changes your discards.
I will just discard a couple lands.
Okay, so you're at 14.
Yep.
I'll on top, draw. Okay. Well, I guess I will attack.
A 10.
All right, Necromantia you. Let's get all those ascendancies out of there.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I had 1-2 down.
Yeah, you would have hit that one. All right, and then I'll be done. Now you got answers to this. You can cruise. Like, you got plenty going on, but you can't just kill me with the combo anymore. But you can just, like, Sylvan Awakening me. But we'll see.
That's a good draw.
Uh-oh.
I'll play Monastery Mentor.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I'll play Consider and get a Monk token.
Okay.
Rob, you didn't get those Monk tokens?
Yeah, I did.
They're there?
They're Brian Koval's over there.
Right there.
Ah, here we go.
Usually,
Yeah, that's probably
usually it's
GG.
core. You can't tell what tokens are which.
Yeah.
I'm just used to the regular monks. I didn't realize Koval was a monk. So Consider good.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep that.
Okay.
Then I'll opt to get another monk.
Okay.
Bottom that.
I'm in trouble.
Play Rogran Triome and pass the turn.
All right, I'll untap. Draw. I guess that was not a bad draw. Deal 2 and have you discard. Discard 2 more.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't think I played this game very well.
Yeah, I think I would have left open an opt.
Yep.
Just knowing how I sideboarded, the only way I could deal with it is 2 damage things.
I literally thought about that while I was sideboarding too, and then
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be able to cruise this turn, but then I kept the card instead of binning it,
Yeah.
and so then I had to give you a turn. So of course you had go blank.
Yeah, I've had Go Blank this whole game, and honestly K Command, but I needed land 6.
Discard Cruise and Sylvan Awakening.
All right, I'll attack.
I'm gonna chump.
Okay, pass to you.
Yeah, that was not a well played turn on my part, but I think I'm still okay.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Ugh, these are not good.
I'm feeling very worried.
Put a Steam Vents there.
Okay.
Play it and buy Gigantha
Okay.
and pass the turn.
I will draw. Attack.
Jump.
Okay. I'll play Sorin.
Yep.
I don't want to run into this Radiant Flame more than I already am gonna, so I'm gonna tick up. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'll lose life.
You go to
I'll lose
14.
3. Yep. And I will play it in Exile Iteration and then pass to you. Is on an adventure.
Yep.
I got 14. Yep, 14 to 10. I just took 3 off the Sorin reveal. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go to 8.
Uh-oh. Can't be a good sign.
I'm just Radiant Flamesing you,
Okay.
and then playing Gigantha.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Pass the turn.
Draw. All right, I will make a vampire. Didn't have 2/3, so okay. All right, close enough. These are 2/3.
Does it just fly?
Fly and
Flying
lifelink.
out. Okay.
All right, then I'll play that, and I'll play land tapped and pass to you. Just trying to play defense against Gigantha. It's kind of the best I got right now. could have ticked up to try to hope for the best, but I don't like that plan. You got the goods?
I've got some goods.
Okay.
I'll play iteration.
God dang it. Okay. This is what it's like being on the other side of that card, huh? I don't like it. Okay.
Play this tapped.
Okay.
Fiery Impulse now with Spell Mastery on the Vampire.
Okay.
Attack Sorin.
Yeah, I don't think I win with Bone Crusher, so yeah, I'll block.
And then I'll 5-mana Treasure Cruise.
Pretty good.
And then pass.
Okay. Draw. Do I win with just a chump blocker, or what am I trying to draw to? Oh, I think I'll tick up and hope for the best. Yeah. I'll take 0. And I'll duress you.
Well, I think you're going to have to take a Sylvan Awakening that's otherwise probably killing you.
Oh, yeah. Take that.
We'll take 1.
Yep, take 1, and 13. I need something else. 13, draw, past you.
Still have 1 Awakening left in the deck.
Yeah, I think I'm toast.
And I also have this Monastery Mentor.
Yeah, the Mentor is just GG.
Let's play Hinterland Harbor, attack the Sorin.
Okay.
Play Monastery Mentor, and then I will just pass the turn.
You learned your lesson this time, huh?
Yep.
All right, I'll play a land, and I'll take 2.
Go to 11.
Yep. Draw. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thoughtseize you.
I will respond with Opt.
Okay.
Trigger Monastery Mentor.
Sure. This is all fine.
Put that to the bottom. I will show you 2 lands and a Radiant Flames.
Okay, I'll take that.
You go to 9.
I'll Thoughtseize you again.
You go to 7.
You win.
Yeah, even if you don't cast the other Thoughtseize,
Yeah.
I just need any spell.
Yeah.
Cycle.
And I'm never digging out of this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have the stuff left in my deck to beat that secondary game plan. I went all in on dealing with the combo, and I did it. And, yeah, at least I put up a fight against you, but... Yeah, I think even if you played optimally, I would have never been put in a position where I could have won.
Yeah.
You just leave up an opt, and I'm dead. You know, you leave up 1 opt at all times with that Mentor, and I can never win. And it would have been super tough. But yeah, this was a tough matchup, I think. But at least this deck did show its, little bit of...
It wasn't a landslide.
Yeah, it wasn't a landslide. It was close. You got a little unlucky game, too, to even let me win that one. And it just feels like another deck that's in that mopey mid-range category, and I'll still personally would rather play the Fires deck because that mid-range shenanigans goes over the top of most other mid-ranges.
So you have the advantage of the mid-range mirrors, and then the toolbox actually gives you ways to beat the other combo decks. So just that one Deafening Silence, very good against Phoenix, very good against Ascendancy, really, changes the dynamic there and gives you a much better game plan.
Yeah.
I do think the Incarnation deck is better. That's definitely would be a good choice.
Yep, that's what I would play if I was going to play a tournament this weekend. But all right, marbles will be staying on your side. Back-to-back weeks of us just dominating the other person.
You got 1 match, and I got 0 last week. So you're up slightly in this year. It's 7 to 5.
Exactly. I'm kicking butt in 2022. Hopefully, we'll be getting back to the winning side for next week.
I like this week.
You wouldn't like that? Okay.
I like this week.
All right, everyone. Well, that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching. We loved Pioneer. If you love it as well, let us know on Twitter. Tag at Shaheen Sarani and let him know if you don't like it.
Shaheen is our complaint.
Yeah, exactly. Let him know if you don't like it, but, leave some positive comments on the Star City Games tweets if you're a fan of it, and we'll try to do more Pioneer shows. I don't see a problem with doing some more until we get Kamigawa Neon Dynasty preview season. I had a good time. I think there's a lot more we can explore with the format as well. So probably expect some more episodes eventually. But Rob, you're gonna thank some subs. We're gonna thank some sponsors, and we're gonna head out.
Yeah, got a couple today. MTG Lich 45, Bringer Smith, And one of our old returning subs, Heptagon 24 for
Heptagon.
23 months. So thank you to them, all of our other
Next
subs.
month they're going to be Heptagon 24 for 24 months. It'll be perfect.
Oh, wow.
We're going to have to celebrate.
What makes you think Heptagon is going to stick around for the 24th month with content that you're bringing to the table?
I mean, I just won the marbles, so.
That's a good point. That's a good point. We'll give it to you this time. But yeah, thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you for all of that support. We would also like to thank our sponsor, Coalesce Apparel. If you like the shirts that we wear, you can find their entire collection of t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers at coalesceapparel.shop. And be sure to use the gift code SCG when checking out to get 10% off of your purchase.
Absolutely. And if you want to play some Paper Magic again, we have the SCG cons coming back. They are coming to a city near you. First one's going to be Philly. That's going to be next week already, or next month, excuse me. It's going to be a blast. We're going to be playing Modern, Legacy. It's going to be pre-release. There's Flesh and Blood. I mean, you can go up and just insult Ross. There's a lot of activities that I think we should all do. Just all 5 of those. I think everybody should try all 5 of those things.
Yeah, Friday from 7 to 8, I'm just going to have a table at the event site. You can come by and just insult me and walk away.
Wow.
That's not actually happening.
I would go to that table. I just stand in line. It'd be all right. I'll indulge you here. I would Simpsons meme where he walks in, puts the hat down, turns around, walks back on. I'd walk up to you, turn right back around, get back in line, and do it all over again. Yeah. That'd be some good times. So if you want to play in some of these events, go to StarCityGames.com to get some more information on these cons.
And if you need to update your collection to play in these events, Star City Games is always buying cards, and the process has never been easier because there are so many ways to do it. You can use the buy list feature on the website. You can mail your cards into SCG and let them do the work for you vis-a-vis sorting and grading. You can make an appointment to come into the store to do your business in person. And if your collection is big enough, you can make an appointment and have Star City Games come to you. So pick whichever works best for your situation. And do keep in mind that when trading your cards in for store credit, you will get a 30% bonus.
Absolutely. And if you want to take some of that bonus bucks that you just got from selling your cards and buy some new ones, we got a sale going on this week, as we do every week here at StarCityGames.com. It is variant cards, so kind of secret layers, all these alternate ones, some Godzilla stuff.
Yeah. Your Deltas, your Omicrons.
All the, yeah, absolutely. All the variants you can get here. So if you are into those kind of cool looking alternative looking cards, go to StarCityGames.com/sale to get more information on that. It will be 15% off of those. Now, do remember this sale does end Sunday at 11:59 p.m., so get those orders in over the weekend. That's going to do it for us for this show. Thank you once again for watching, everyone. We will see you Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. For Ross Merriam, I'm Carter Baumeister. We'll see you then.